Well, hello and welcome back. Welcome to Manic Monday. Today, let's load in here. There we go. So today we are going to be playing Stinger's Playground Competition, and we're going to be doing it live today. And oh, buddy, do I have a treat for you guys. So for those of you who haven't watched the videos, because most of these playthroughs are exclusive to the archive channel over on YouTube, other than the ones we're doing on these Mondays until the competition's over. But the last two episodes have been a little crazy. I will say this, I played over the weekend and I was pretty much zombied out. It was after midnight. I was just making lots of poor decisions, and we've really got the colony into a bit of a pickle. We tried to scale the barbecue too soon in this stack, and now we're having all kinds of power issues and food shortages. And so then we tried to pivot and we started going to the other asteroid. And yeah, these guys, they're actually doing okay. We're starting to recover. We're actually using this as a staging ground to supplement our food until we get the barbecue monstrosity completely spooled up. So that's kind of where we're at. Today is going to be one of those episodes or one of those streams rather, where you're just going to be seeing me recover. I mean, we're really trying to just save this playthrough at this point. I don't think we're going to fail, but we may lose a couple more duplicants. We've already got a couple of them dead. You can see them here. They're just hanging out in the bathroom. Nothing to see here. Go ahead, Ari. Just use the bathroom. You don't need to worry about the bodies. We'll bury them at some point. But anyway, the point is that this episode is a redemption arc. We're going to be trying to recover and not let everything fall apart while we're letting this absolute monstrosity start to spool up. As you can see, it's going to come all the way down to here. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this yet. I think we'll probably just get creative with our sizing for that last ranch, and we'll leave whatever this is capped. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a small volcano. But anyway, yeah, so let's just go ahead and hop in. What I want to do is, actually, I don't know if I want to just jump right in. I want to kind of just take an assessment of what's going on. And I actually was kind of cheating a little bit. I was just over on Stinger's stream, and I was looking at how he's using some of these geysers. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what? He's got some good ideas. So you know what Picasso said? Good artists copy, great artists steal. So we're gonna do our best to steal here today. Some ideas on how to warm this fluid. Now this one right here is actually pretty warm because we've been using it for our metal refinery, at least for right now. So this is our primary source of water right now. And the good thing is that this water doesn't need any filtration medium. It actually produces salt. Since this is, what is this? Is salt water, brine, something like, it's brine. So actually it has even more salt in it, which is great if we wanted to do some slow goes, but I think this is the wrong DLC for that. So anyways, also as well, so we got multiple problems. So let's just go ahead and take an inventory of that. First off, this is trying to operate too much. This is just, it's actually running out of power quite frequently, which is kind of alarming, which is gonna disrupt our output, at least the temperature of our output. I think we might be okay. Yeah, it's at a decent temperature. That overheat damage you see is actually coming from this, so don't mind that. We didn't get that out of here because we had some duplicants. We're not going to name names. Redneck. That were maybe it was Redneck, I'm not sure. But somebody came in here and they just kept breathing out and filling this thing up with carbon dioxide. So we had a bit of an issue with that. So we ended up just capping this off and just leaving this to kind of do whatever it wants to. We might get in here. We're actually trying to set up for, actually I should probably put a towel there, right? We're trying to set up for a crude oil airlock here, or liquid lock here. That way we can kind of get in and we can finish this temperature sensor, because we forgot that as well. And we'd also like to go ahead and grab that towel because we left some coal in here, and you know what coal does when it gets hot? It turns to refined carbon. So that's what happened there. Anyway, we also have, well, we got the water situation somewhat sorted out right now. It's starting to trickle in. The bigger problem that we have right now is actually our oxygen distribution. I made the cheeky decision to make this one little SPOM, and I am very proud of it, and it is working absolutely fantastic. The output is actually really, really chilly. Probably a little bit too chilly. But we do have a slightly warmer base, so I think this is going to be okay for right now. The problem I'm having is that it was starting to run out of, hydrogen. So I think I may need to rework this a little bit. Originally, what I did with this is I had it hooked to this one. That way this one would have a little bit of a backup, especially if this one wasn't eating all of it. I don't know how that's working out now. I probably should redo that at some point, but we're not gonna mess with that right now. We have more pertinent issues. We do need to get a bigger SPOM in here, or maybe a Hydra, but I'm personally not a big fan of Hydras. So yeah, I know I've made a tutorial on it, but it's really just not something I tend to gravitate towards. It's a little bit finicky to set up, and I don't know, I just don't really care for it. So I think we'll probably put a SPOM somewhere. We may just have to make another one. This one right here, if we view the interior, we have one electrolyzer, and what we know about one electrolyzer is that it will produce enough for almost 9 duplicants, but definitely for 8. I like to err on the side of, you know, having too much rather than not enough. So we're probably gonna have to build a slightly bigger SPOM than this. This is a really good deployment on just a very small colony, like let's say an asteroid you land on. You can pop one of these down, especially once you get the rocket platform, and well, you're obviously gonna have it when you get there. But it's a really nice thing to just compactly sit down somewhere. So that's kind of why I built that, but we're gonna have to go a little bit bigger. Maybe we'll do it, we don't wanna mess with this. We're gonna leave this volcano for now. So maybe, I wanna relocate these guys, these stone hatches. I'd like to locate them down here. That way all of our hatches will be kind of centralized, or maybe even put them up here. I thought about expanding. We'll have this area up here for more hatches if we get this thing fully operational and we still have the time and resources to scale. But we are getting close in our 2 weeks. We got less than 2 weeks before the competition's over. So let me stop gabbing here. And like I said, we're gonna have to figure out some oxygen stuff. We're gonna have to figure out some power stuff. And we're also gonna have to figure out some food stuff. And honestly, I don't really care if any of these duplicants die, as long as Stinger, Redneck, and of course, the ever-cooking Nuggy stay alive. I think I'll be okay with that. The rest of them are dispensable as of right now. So, all right, let's see what we have. So I'm gonna start by checking this power. It looks like it's okay for now. Actually, no, that battery's completely depleted. I think what we should probably do is redo this back to the way we had it. We had this kind of, we can leave this maybe powering that. But I think what we should probably do is put ourselves some more generators back here just for now. I know what you're saying. I can already hear you. It's like, bro, you're entering the mid game. Why are you messing with the hamster wheels? And that's actually a very valid question. And I don't have a good answer to it. I'm gonna just retort with a just because, okay? So we're gonna make this happen for now. Let's just go ahead and we gotta get this power situation sorted. Secondly, we need to figure out what we're gonna do with our oxygen situation. And honestly, I think we just got presented with something very interesting. I think we could, well, let's not get too hasty with our planning. I would love to attach something over here because we're gonna work on this at some point. Maybe to warm this fluid up. I think, but for now, this will be okay. We've got plenty of liquid and it's at just the right temperature for us to do something fun with it. So maybe we'll put ourselves a little SPOM here. I'm gonna have to look at the sizing and try to figure out what we can put here. I may have to dig through some overlays at some point, but that is definitely a problem that needs to be handled like very, very quickly. Let's see where we're at on our power. Oh man, we are just absolutely doing terrible right now with this playthrough. Actually, you know what? Our oxygen might take care of itself. We brought this down to 8. We outsourced our dupes to the other colonies, so this actually might recover. Let's look at how we're doing. I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of let this go. We have lots of polluted oxygen. Maybe we could put ourselves a couple of oxidizer, or what is it, deodorizers or something like that, just in the meantime. Or we can just kind of let these guys do their thing. I think that actually might be the thing we'll do. We'll just let them do their thing. I'm not sure why they're not running on these wheels, but I guess we'll figure that out as we go. Oh, I didn't even put any batteries in here, did I? Oh, that's smart of me. Let me do that. Let me put some batteries on this. That would probably be better than doing that. Let's not do this. All right, we'll let them do that. And anyway, we'll go over to the other colony real quick. They have a breathability issue, but they do have a lot of polluted oxygen to consume, most likely. Let's see here. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's yeah, it's not great. Okay, we're gonna say it's not great. Let's see what we can do. I'm trying to think. We could probably do like a sublimator over here, and we could just let them drink, or not drink. We can let them inhale the poopy oxygen for a little bit. I do actually have a cheeky little trick I like to do with that. I like to put a sublimator with a bunch of deodorizers on top of it. I don't have the overlay for that, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to build it quickly and accurately, but we could probably kind of meander our way through the build. Yeah, so I think for right now, we'll just have these guys. Oh, I'm all over the place, guys. Let's see what we have on the printing pod. Let's get distracted by that, of course. It's always good to get distracted by the printing pod. I think we'll actually just reject all for now. I know there's some iron there, but we have plenty of that on the other planet. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and reject all of that. Hopefully we'll get something a little bit better. Actually, you know what we should do? We should send back those data banks, because we're really close to having our solid filter, and I think that would be a good idea for us. Oh, we got allow manual use, don't we? Let's do that. Oh, do we? Allow manual use. Okay, we got to give it some power. So we might want to do that as well. I think we could probably work this in somehow. Oh, we're ways away from our power. Holy crap. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but we can overcome this as well. What I'll do is I'll put, oop, what happened there? Don't do me like that. We'll put this here. We'll just put a little teeny tiny battery on it because we don't need anything super special. And then we'll just wire it up real quick. And we'll just leave that be. We'll let them kind of sort this out. Actually, you know what? Let's make them sort it out now. I want it now. Okay, we're gonna bring this down, and let's see here. Let's go ahead and, okay, we got that. They're doing this. They're working on this stuff. I think this will be okay. Yep, that's gonna be okay. I think what we could do is we could set this to like 20 kilograms and do the Swampy Delights only. We'll set that at a 5. And then, no, actually, we'll set this at a 6. And then we'll set this one at a 5. And what we'll do is we'll start sending those swampy hearts over to the other colony. I think, oh, we already did that. We're so smart. Look at us go. No, we want this at a 5. We want that at a 5 and that one at a 6. Yes, 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 yes. Good, awesome, perfect, great. Actually, I don't even know if we need that many. We could do just like 10. We really don't need that many. Yep, okay, that'll work. So that should start getting a little bit of food working its way back to the main colony while these guys kind of just do their thing. Maybe we should pump some oxygen over here. Oh, that's what we should do. Let's do that. So we're gonna send food back over here. Let's go ahead and get a proper SPOM in place. And then what we'll do is we'll send some oxygen back to these guys. And we're gonna have to do that here. So we might actually do the SPOM somewhere in here. I think that actually might be the play. So let's see what we have in this container here. What is this, polluted oxygen? Is it polluted oxygen? I think it is. Oh, it's got a bunch of crap in it. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna deconstruct it. We're gonna deconstruct all of this stuff, actually. Let's go ahead and do something like that. I think that's gonna be what we're gonna wanna do, at least for now. And then we'll just get rid of all of this stuff. I'm not even sure if this is gonna be the right size, so we might wanna take a look at that. So I'm thinking it should be tall enough, and actually it should be big enough. This is big enough for a SPOM. I think this will be enough room for a SPOM. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So we'll let them work on this. Let's go ahead and speed this up. I think we're out of granite, so we're gonna have to wait for that to kind of happen. I think in the meantime, what we're gonna have to do, at least it's not the main guys, you know? It's not the trio that matters. Otto, you can starve, my guy. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. We never got this spooled up. I don't want to do that. Obviously, there's another dead body here. Don't look at that. Just don't look at that. What else do we have going? Okay, we have this. They're running on the wheels. Let's go ahead and give them a couple of batteries. I know everybody's not happy that we have no power and that we're still struggling into the mid-game. I get it. I get it. Let's go ahead and get this done. Hopefully we can get this done sooner than later. Let's go ahead and put this at a 9. Let's put it to the I'm not asking. How about that? And while they're kind of doing this, I think what we'll do is just make sure that no one dies in the meantime. And also that waiting for materials. All right, we are definitely a dumpster fire right now. I absolutely love this. Let's see how we're doing on water. Oh, you guys don't want to, oh, there's no power. Oh, I see. I actually think maybe we should do something like that. Yeah, we should do that. and maybe we can disconnect this from that line, and this can just do its thing. I know we kind of overbuilt it with the conductive wire. I honestly thought that this was going to be able to support all of this. I know that's laughable now, but it is what it is. It is what it is, my friends. But it looks like they're going to get working on all of this. We'll let them kind of cook on this for a second. Let me go ahead and see if I can muster up these overlays real quick. So I'm going to tab out while they're working. How's everybody's day going? How are you guys doing? Happy Monday. My day's been pretty good. It was a busy day at work, but I'm glad to be home. I've been looking forward to playing this playthrough all day. This has been my obsession lately. playing this playthrough. It doesn't really matter if I win, but I am vested in at least having something I would be proud of submitting. So there is that. Let's see here. Where am I at? I don't even know where am I at in my file structure? I'm looking for my overlays. Just give me one moment here. Games. It's gonna be under Ani. And I think, oh, nope, that's not it. I think I have them. Let me see. Heat handlers, SPOMs and hydras. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I think I got something. Let me see if I have I think this is all of my hydra stuff. Oh, it is. That's unfortunate. I don't think I have. Nope, I don't have a SPOM. Okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna have to build one on the fly. So we have 8 duplicants. We really don't need more than 1, I think. We could do 2 up here. We could do 2 right beside each other. That would actually kind of be a little cheeky. You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna put another SPOM up here. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the rocket. Deconstruct. Come on, guys. I want to see this go everywhere. I've always wanted to know, when you deconstruct one of these, does the gas just pour out? I think we're about to find out. I think it does. Yep, I think it does. Okay, well, there is that. All right, well, we just learned something there. Let's see what we have here. I think what I was trying to do is insert some dirt. I think that's what we were trying to do here. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's get this done. No, we don't want that to be on a priority of that. We put that back on a 5. No, don't do that, man. Just dig the tile. Just dig the tile. I know we got chlorine all over our base now. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Okay, so we know that this thing is gonna need, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. 5, 6 for the battery. So that means, what does that mean, guys? That means that we need 6 tiles for all that stuff, plus the rocket platform. So if we were to put it in line right here, which I think is what we would want to do, we're going to want to do something like this. We're going to go rocket platform, and I think, what is that? 5? Is it 5 tiles wide? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's going to be where it is. So we're going to want that to be right. Hello? Come on. No? You want to do that? Okay, well, yeah, I guess that might be okay. Yeah, that'll be okay. We'll put it right here, and then we'll put another one right beside it once we get done with that one. Matter of fact, we can actually just go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Sounds like we just got some research done. Let's go ahead and prioritize this all the way up. And yeah, okay, we'll do that. Actually, you know what? Let's not get rid of that. Let's just get rid of this one. Actually, we don't even have to get rid of that, do we? And we can get this done immediately as well. What do we make that out of? No. We don't want to make that out of steel. Oh, why are we trying to make that out of steel? Why didn't you guys tell me I was trying to make this out of steel? That's not good. We can't do that. I don't want to waste our steel. All right, here we go. I think we'll just do this like we've been doing. We'll do like we did the last one, you know? And hopefully this time we'll do better. I think this time we'll do better. I really do. And what we'll do is we'll give them just a little way to get up real quick. And then once this is done, we'll build ourselves another one. I feel like this is on slow. Why is this so slow? Why is it so slow? Okay, let's make a new rocket. We're gonna make a spacefarer, but oh. What? Oh, okay. We gotta get rid of this. We gotta get rid of this, and we also gotta get rid of this. And now I think we can make it, right? Yes, we can make it now. Do it. Make it. Let's make this now. Matter of fact, yeah, I know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna push this thing all the way up to the top. We're gonna put a battery underneath of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got something going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't put 2, but maybe we can put something else. Add a module. What's 4 tall? Height plus 3. Carbon dioxide +3. We know that this is a, oh, that's a +1. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and add a module. We're gonna add this to it and we're gonna build it. And then we'll do this with it. Maybe? Oh, we can't do it because we gotta get rid of those tiles. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but we can overcome this as well. I think what we'll do is we'll just dig this out. We'll get rid of this stuff. And then we'll prioritize this all the way up because we want it done now. Do it now, Stinger. Do it now. I do my Arnold voice, but it's probably not that good. Do it now, Damien. All right, come on. All right, thank you, Nuggy. Thank you for helping me build this battery. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get this all the way up too. Do you mind? Do you guys mind? Do you? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this all the way up. Come on, guys. And there goes my priority. Yep. Let's do that. Come on, guys. I need you up here. Can you reach it? Is it unreachable? Oh, why is this unreachable? It's so lame. Let's do that. Maybe they'll be able to get up there. Maybe, yeah, there we go. Can you get up there now? You still can't get up there? Come on, girl. Come on. Why are you gonna make me do all this work? Why are you gonna make me do all this work? I need this done. I want to get this shifted up here, and then, come on. Yeah, I know we're starving. It's okay. We're gonna do this. We need to get rid of this stuff now. And let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, good. Now we can switch, I think. Boom. Let's switch that up. And now what I'm gonna do is we have a 2 gap. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add one more module and I'm gonna add another battery and build that. And that should lift it all the way up to the top. There we go. And then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move this up. And then I'm gonna have, I wonder if this thing's gonna come down if I cancel this after I deconstruct the platform. So I think I'm gonna try. We're gonna see what happens. Deconstruct. And then we'll just do this. Oh, don't do me like that. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Darn it. Okay. So we're gonna have to change our strategy there, huh? I mean, I guess we can just change them and leave it the way it was. That way they can walk across here. But I kind of would have wanted it to be 1 higher, if that makes sense. But I think this will work. I think this will be fine. We'll just leave that space up there for whatever. I don't know. I would like to have compacted that up against that, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, we could technically just deconstruct this and redo it, but I don't know. Do you think that's worth it? I don't think it is. What we'll do is we'll just go in the interior and we'll start doing the thing, you know? We'll start working on getting this thing ready for for another SPOM. So while we're doing that, I'm gonna go over here and grab the overlays. I do have some overlays for the, let me see where we are. All right, okay, so here we go. All right, so the first thing I think we need to do is we need to put ourselves a ladder in here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 over. And this is gonna be a 5 tall ladder. We're also gonna want to put these as, well, as those. These as those. Actually, you know what? We should probably wait on this one because what's gonna happen is they're not gonna be able to build the pipes that are gonna go here in the corner. And then we're gonna need some airflow tiles for this side. And yeah, so I think this is a good start for now. We'll let them kind of work on this. We're gonna put this here. We don't need any of this to be anything special because it's not really gonna get that warm. And we'll put that there. We're gonna need some other power stuff. We're gonna need a hydrogen generator here and a hydrogen generator there. We're going to need our pumps, and those are gonna go right here in the corner. And the other ones for the hydrogen's gonna go up here. We're gonna need a door. I like to use the manual airlock door. This is just to kind of create a little bit of a trap here for the hydrogen. So once it primes itself, it stays primed. But that's okay because we actually are going to put in some automation to make sure that if it doesn't get primed or if there's oxygen in the line, it will let it out somewhere else. Now, the one thing that I didn't account for in the other one is Redneck coming in and tooting. And so he did put a bunch of natural gas in the other one, which kind of became problematic, but I think it kind of worked its way out after a while. Actually, what do we got going on? I know our food is pretty dire, but it can't be that bad, right? View interior. All right, so we're gonna let this keep going. I think the next thing I want to do is just go ahead and put down a couple of the other fixtures that are gonna need to be in here. That's going to need to be in here. We're going to need to go to the automation tab. We're going to need to grab some of these. Let's make sure we're not using steel again. Jesus, we don't need the steel, man. What else do we need? We're going to need some pipe fittings. We're going to need the element sensor. We're also going to need the shutoff valve. Put that there. What else do we need? We have those, we have this, we have that. We're gonna need some automation wire to hook all this stuff together, but I think we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves first. Let's go ahead and do the power next. We don't need anything special since this thing is just running itself. So what I like to do is I just like to do something like this, and then I'll come straight down here, across and across. And that's really all we need. Oh, we are gonna need to attach it to one of those thingies, you know, the things. The power outlet fitting things, you know. One of those right there, that'll work, because we won't be able to put it there, but that's the only spot we really have. We only have this spot right here for extra stuff. All right, now we're done with the power. Let's go ahead and do the water. Now, this is the one that I think most people would probably have the biggest problem with, and here's why. Because from here to here is just, you know, it's just the insulateds. But once we get to this, the end of this window, yeah, we're going radiated, and I know that they're very expensive, but this is the secret sauce that keeps this thing cool, even though it's generating heat. Now, we don't need it through those because those are insulated tiles, but we will just keep on snaking this through. I snake it through the entire thing. The entire thing. It's going to come up here like this, and then we're just going to snake it back and forth. And again, and I know this is a lot of this is a lot of refined metal. I get it. I get it. But it works for me, and yeah, that's just what we're gonna go with. All right. So then we go to the electrolyzer. We don't need anything that's made out of anything special. I mean, we guess we could use gold if we really wanted to, but you know what? I'm the cheeky kind of guy where I'm telling you this is never gonna get over 75 degrees, so there's no point. There's absolutely no point. And then we'll just come back and we'll grab some regular pipes and just finish off our little routing there. Oh, and we're gonna need a bridge. I forgot about the bridge. There. All right, now we got one more thing we need to take care of, and that's gonna be our gas pipes. And I think that'll get us pretty much set up on this. And then we'll have to obviously do the automation. So let's start with that. I like to put these on insulated just because these tiles up here tend to get a little bit hot. And now I come back to the radiateds, and I'll just use something regular. And what I like to do is I just, oh, actually wait, what are we doing here? Okay, there we go. And then I go like this. Actually, let's pause it. Something's going on, and I'm not very happy about it. All right, and then we have that, and then let's do the automation real quick. And then we can go see what the heck's going on with the rest of the colony, because, you know, it's a dumpster fire. We knew that. We know that. We know. We know. I'm going to wire it to this one because that's the original design that I came up with. And I think that us messing with the other one is what kind of messed it up. All right, so there's that. That's everything. Now we just got to let them build this thing. We just got to let them build this. We can go on the outside, and we'll probably want to put some dupe power out here so we can get these things started. In the meantime, actually, you know what? They're not even going to be able to get up here, are they? Good job, me. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll let them get to that. Let's see what's going on with the rest of it. We have food. We have idleness. We have 1,100 calories, but we're not doing terrible. Also, I wanted to show you guys a little trick. If you do your attack, you can actually do it in the incubators. It doesn't show it for some reason, but they will come over and kill these guys. See? Boom. That way, well, the way I used to do it, obviously I was a noob, but the way I used to do it is I would let them out, and then I would order them to be attacked. And what would happen is if there's anything on the floor, guess what? They're gonna eat it. They go right to it and eat it immediately. So yeah, that's my little tricky trick. See what we have on the printing pod? We have slicksters. We're not ready for that yet. And I don't think we really want any more duplicants right now, at least not on this one. Let's get everything stabilized before we start trying to add more duplicants. We're working through the research. We don't really need, actually, you know what? We'll grab that one. How about that? We don't really need a lot of this. Actually, wait, did we? We finished it. We got our solid filter. Heck yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even realize that. That's so awesome. That means we can actually get this farm done. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put this on here. This is actually something that somebody brought to my attention in the community. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Lone Fox or no, Lone Wolf. Somebody liked Solo Wolf. I'll have to give them proper attribution, but They showed in our Discord that they added this filter to sort out the glossies from the regular Drecos. And the way that they were doing that, let me go ahead and sort this out, is they're doing it this way. And basically, it comes in, if it hits the filter, if it's a glossy, it drops it here, and it'll drop into this farm. If this farm is full, this thing will close, because we should have it automated to the critter sensor once we get however many we want below 20. Yeah, wow. Okay, well, we didn't even set that up correctly. Yikes! Okay, copy settings, copy settings. But anyway, once that closes, which I think it's gonna close now. Is it? Is it? Come on, guys, get out of the way. Come on, guys, get out of the way. I wanna see it. I wanna see it. I think it's still open. We can actually look at the autumn. No, it's closed. Okay, so it's closed. But anyway, so that'll just let the eggs just keep on trucking. And the only problem with that is I think we're gonna need a solid filter over here as well, because it'll just dump whatever we have left over in here. That's kind of a problem. I think this is another optimization problem we should probably work through, and I think it's gonna look just like the other one. It's gonna look like this, it's gonna look like that, and if it's the right kind of egg, it'll go through. If not, it'll just go around. The only problem with this is that this won't dump back into this bus correctly. I don't think it will. What we'd probably want to do is do something like this. We probably disconnect this, and then we're probably, I know it's not going to be pretty, but we'll want to bring it down like that and then bridge it back on again. Oh, no, we didn't want to do that. We want to bridge it back on. That way it doesn't get confused on where it's going. I think that's going to be the play, because if we put this back in, I have a hunch with the behavior of rails, it'll get confused on where it's supposed to go. And it'll be like, oh, this way, that way, this way, that way. And yeah, sometimes it'll get stuck on the bus. So let's go ahead and grab some power for this. We're definitely gonna need some power for it. And we'll just kind of let them cook on this as well. Actually, you know what? We can make this a bit more of a priority. Let's just go ahead and get this done. They'll probably have to come in here like this, but they'll get it done. In the meantime, we're working on our SPOM here. We're gonna go see what's going on inside. Nope, they haven't even started it. We kind of figured that was gonna be the case. But what we'll do is we're gonna, actually wait, we don't wanna do it that way. We wanna do it this way. We're gonna do SPOM 1, SPOM 2. No, we don't wanna disable it. That's another little thing I learned, is that you can't hit enter here, because it'll just disable the building. Hitting enter disables the building, see? Boom, 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 boom. I didn't know that. But now I do. This is a bit of a dumpster fire still. Like I said, we're still, oh, we actually got that stuff deconstructed. Okay, well that means we can add our bottle emptier back in here. And what we're gonna wanna do, oh, that's not what, wrong button there, fool. All right, what I wanna do is I wanna move this over like that. And then once they get this done, we'll start emptying the oil that we should be having down here. We should have some oil ready to go. Yeah, we do. We have oil, it's ready to go. We'll start delivering to this so we can get this filled up so we can actually get back in here and fix this stuff. Right now we're okay. The temperature's not very high, which is good. It looks like this thing's pretty much, oh no, it's not. It's running the other stuff. Okay, so we need to go ahead and snip that. Maybe, I'm not sure if there's gonna be enough power. We could probably sit down and do a nerdy math calculation on this and see if there's actually enough power for us to sustain all this stuff, but I don't know. I don't wanna mess with that right now. It's just not something that I'm looking to do. Come on, guys, I need you to get these things undone because they're very important. Okay, so we have that. We're obviously still having power issues, lots and lots of power issues. How can we overcome this power issue? We may have to put more wheels. That's always the question. That's always the answer. Let me get this squared away. I think I might be ignoring you guys in chat. Give me 1 second to get this stuff off of my screen. What's up, Rogax? He said, don't worry, not here patting my point bank. Yeah, like I believe that. I totally believe that. How are you doing, Rogax? Good to see you, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a great day. I hope I won't speak it up, but I hope the child is happy, content, and possibly so dad can have some, some me time and watch some Ani. Watch somebody, play absolutely horrendously. But yeah, so we have these these three rather going. This is pretty much operating now. It's almost full. I think once this one's full, we're probably gonna let it operate for a little bit, but we'll start working on these. And we're gonna keep on keeping on. We're gonna make branches all the way down here. It's in the works. Looks like our water's starting to recover, which is actually really nice. We're starting to get some of this water, but this isn't gonna last forever, unfortunately. We do have this water. It's just chilling, but it's too cold to do anything with. This was our original attempt to make something happen, and then we realized that this water was already warm. All right, let's go check our other colony real quick and see what they're up to. What are you guys doing? What is the... Okay, so this is gonna be for the mud, so we can have water, and we're gonna be able to get that right here, and this is gonna be for the polluted dirt, and we'll just do... Yeah, we'll do it forever, because what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna send oxygen over here. That's what we're gonna do. One of those SPOMs, probably SPOM 2, is gonna be partially dedicated to supplying this colony with oxygen. So in all honesty, we could start building that infrastructure now. And so they're doing a little bit of quid pro quo here. I mean, they're giving us, I don't know if I use that term correctly, but they're giving us food and we're gonna give them oxygen. Let's actually look at the temperature real quick. Oh, that is kind of cold. Well, oxygen doesn't care. Oxygen really doesn't care how cold it is. Oxygen will be fine either way. Rogak says he's got his 15-month jabs today. Wife's awake till then, so no time till tonight. Yeah, I know how those shots go. It can make them a bit fussy, and rightly so. I mean, you know, who likes getting shots? He also said, have you turned off disinfect with the germ overlay yet? Oh, no, I have not. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Let me see. The germ overlay is F9, and so then you can do what? How do we do this? You're gonna have to teach me the ways. This is the germ overlay. I'm not sure. How do you, let's say we wanted to turn this off. Like, this is obviously dirty. We haven't, we'll enable disinfect. That's it, disinfect, you tick it. Okay. But how do I use it? With I? We just hit I and... Actually, we don't want to do that at all, do we? I'm not sure what we're doing here. I'm not sure how this is supposed... What are you doing, my guy? You need to go wash your hands. Stop being that way. I know you can disinfect with that. Enable, disable, disable. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, well... Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, it's a bit confusing, I guess, but now I get what you're saying now. Now they should come disinfect this one. Matter of fact, let me try that again. Let's do this, and then we'll do I again for disinfect. Then we'll do this, and we'll see if there's an errand. There's still an errand. Yes, no? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why that I'm having such a hard time with this. I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and disinfect. Help me, Tom Cruise! Rogak says they'll only disinfect what you ask them to. Okay, well, we turned this off. I was actually looking for a quick way to turn this off. I think that was where that conversation emanated from. It was from Fast Friday, I believe? Or was it yesterday? Might have been yesterday. It was probably yesterday. But anyway, so we got them getting ready to pipe some oxygen here, some beautiful, beautiful oxygen. I think what we'll do is we will just... Oop, that's not what I wanted. Give me the gas pipe, man. Give me the gas pipe. All right, we're gonna do something like, let's see where we're at here. Nope, we want the gas overlay. We got some hydrogen in here, that's nice. All right, let's do this. We'll do that, and then we'll probably bring it across, and maybe do that. And we'll just have it come out in a couple of spots. That way we have plenty of oxygen. We'll do something like that, and then we'll just put a couple of these on here. We'll let them work on that, because they're idle. They obviously need something to do. I mean, that's pretty obvious, apparently. Apparently! Let's see what we got going on here. Why is this water all over the place? That's not cool. We don't like that. Okay, this is going. They're gonna send food across. The fridge is almost full, so that means they're gonna start sending food. The next harvest, I think we're gonna start sending food back to the main colony, which is exactly what we want. How are we doing over here? They're starting. Let's see how our data research rocket is. It's ready. Let's see how we're doing outside here at the top. Have they piped in the pipes? Have we paid the pod piper? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and put water on here. I just want to put a little bit of water on here. Let's go. Let's do like one delivery. Come on. Come on, somebody. Come on. Come on, somebody. Where? Can we not get to it? I hope we can. What's going on with the errands? Enable Autobot. Oh, there we go. That's what we needed to do. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. Well, let me open up my drink here. While we're waiting on that. You'd probably be interested to know that my drink is actually bone broth. It's very good. I love it. Yummy. Very good for you. Very good for you. All right, that's gonna be good. I think that might give, let's view interior. Let's see where we're at with the water. We'll do one more delivery and then we'll just kind of let them chill. All right, yeah, we'll let this guy deliver one more time and then or Gossman rather. All right, Gossman, let's do this. And then we'll turn off the disable water. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. That should be good. That should get our rocket squared away. Very nice. We're gonna just uncheck that completely. And yeah, just leave it like that. We'll look on the interior. What's our temperature at? Okay, we're okay on the temperature. I think we're ready, guys. I think we're ready to send someone to space to do some stuffs. You know what I mean? We're gonna need some research. So what we'll do is we'll just send these guys to space. We'll just send them out to space. Actually, we don't even have anything in here yet. We don't have any carbon dioxide in here yet. So we're gonna have to, well, who can we, oh, all of these guys are pilots? We're gonna send Gossman because we don't wanna to part with one of our MVPs, okay? So we'll send Gossman. Gossman will now be that person. All right, we still have some work to do. Let's see how this SPOM's going. SPOM should still be operating okay. We got SPOM 2 up here. They're still starting to build it. Not yet, but they're getting there. I think we can go back here. I think we're actually starting to recover now. I mean, we have 10,000 calories. We still don't have enough oxygen generation, but that's going to be solved fairly quickly. And a matter of fact, I think once we get done with this one, we'll go ahead and start building a second one. And in the meantime, we should probably add a way to prime this. So this, I think what we'll do is we'll come straight across because there's going to be one here. Actually, wait, is that going to be smart? It might not be smart. Okay, well, you know, it'll be all right. We'll do something like this. I'm trying to think because if we hook these two together, there's a good chance that they may overpower, and we kind of don't want that to happen. So we'll probably do something like this. Like this right here. We'll put a couple of generators on it just to get it started. Oh, not that high. Come on, my guy. Come on. Do that. We'll get them started on that. They should get on this. Yeah. Really don't want that, but I mean, I guess they're gonna build it. Actually, wait. We shouldn't build. Excuse me. We shouldn't build this here. We should probably build it over here, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna want to build a rocket here, and we can just reuse these. We can just leave them right here and reuse them on the second rocket. So let's do that. Yeah, I know. We got chlorine in the base. It's gonna be all right. Gonna be all right. I think we can re-enable this. I don't think it's really gonna make much of a difference, but you know, we got it. All right. This right here is a bit of a stopgap right now. We're just doing this until we can relocate all of this stuff over here. Like I said, we definitely need to keep working on getting this stuff out. It looks like this is starting to settle, so we're gonna need to reconnect this somehow. Where can we reconnect it? That's the question. What is this circuit doing? It's at 6. I think we might be able to hook it into this one just for now. This might be a play. Let's see if this is the play. We definitely need to get our sorter working again. Come on, guys. Give it to me. Oh, no, that circuit's not going to work. Oh, that's going to be so bad. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just think happy thoughts again. Maybe we can do this. And we'll just do that. I should give this some power. Yep, it's not going to be good power, but it'll be power. It'll start sorting some of this out, at least a little bit. That's the idea. We also should probably start thinking about sending carbon to the surface. And I think the way we'll do that, let's see what we have over here. We were trying to get a little bit more hydrogen. I think that's what we were trying to do right here. So maybe we can grab just a little bit more. We'll see what's going on over here. I don't know if we even have the power hooked up, do we? Oh, we do. Oh, there is no power. It's because all of this is unpowered now, which kind of sucks. We'll just leave that like that because we don't really want to mess with that. What we'll do is we'll see. These are built. How are they doing on the inside? Actually, you know what? They could charge this. They theoretically could charge this right now. It's starting to come along. We are going to have to actually hook this up outside, which I completely neglected so far. We're going to want to hook this up somehow. So I think what we'll do is we'll just pipe it out and in to here, just like that. That's all we got to do. This SPOM is essentially going to be for that planet, and we might be able to use some extra if we need it. We'll let them kind of cook on this for a little bit. Well, I think we might be able to get the platform in here once they're done. Maybe? Maybe? I'm not sure, but we'll let them finish this one first. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. And actually, we might be able to put one of those desalinators up here, and then we could just hook it to one of these. Maybe put it below it. I think that might be the play. Yeah, that'll be good because I think it's, what, 3 tall? Is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So we'll put that right in here. 1, 2, 3 tall. We'll bring the floor across. And then we'll just have that right on 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 wide, which is kind of weird. But I think what we could do is we could put one here and then put one over here as well. That way they both have their own. I'm not sure what the throughput on that is. So this is going to use up to 1,000 grams per second. What do we know about this? Emitting water at 3,500 grams per second. Okay, so this should be able to keep up with 3 SPOMs, actually. You would think, at least this size, which is crazy. But I think it should definitely be able to keep up with 2. So I think that's probably what we'll do, is we'll keep up with those in that way. What happened to all my water? Wow. I guess it went bye-bye. I guess this works. This works. It's not getting too backed up. I guess we could, well, no, we don't want to do that. I think we'll just leave this as is. I don't think this is going to back up too much. I guess we could put some kind of notifier on it or something like that. Like 98%. And then do like a notifier on it. But that would be, well, you know what? Why not? Why not? Why not do that? Why not? We should probably do something like this. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll do this. That way we know if it's if it gets full. Which I don't know if it will, because what we did was we emptied all of these into here. I think this will be plenty to keep up with that. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. I changed my mind. These guys do need to work on this, though. This is something that I really want to get done soon. I don't think we're in danger right now. We're only sitting at about 130 degrees. This should still be kicking out metal. I have it on a timer right now, but we could put the solid filter on it. I think that actually might be the play at this point, to put the or not the solid filter, but the temperature thingy, the thermosensor. Yeah, let's do that. Let's deconstruct this. I want to fix this now. I think this is an old Echo Ridge Gaming version of his volcano tamer. I've just been using it because it works, and I haven't had any problems with it, especially when I do it correctly. But, you know, I have been exposed to a couple other ones. Redneck has one that's a little bit more compact, and I'd really like to test that maybe on a Wednesday and see if it's viable for all of the volcanoes, because he says he uses it for pretty much everything other than niobium, if I'm not mistaken. So, who's suffocating? Who's starving? You guys should not be starving. We should be getting some food. Yeah, these guys are so backed up right now, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Plus, I've got the priorities all over the place. What do we got going on over here? We don't have any food? You guys are gonna be kidding me. You got a fridge full of food. You gots to be kidding me. Let's see where we're at over here. I'm wondering if they even have the output hooked up. Do they? Okay, so we do. But we probably want to bring... Well, that's so far to drag something. Oh my god. I think we'll just leave it as is for now. Yeah, everybody's starving. We know. Everyone's starving, even though you have 480,000 calories. Somehow, you're still starving. What do we have here? Is this allow manual use? Let's do... We need to make sure this is getting done first. Let's do 6 on this and 7 on that. And then we'll reduce this to 5. Hello? Take all the food. Take it all, buddy. Yeah, well, no, they didn't take all the food. They still have food. Still have plenty of food. We got something on the printing pod again. Let's see what we have. Oh, we could use that over on the other colony. Let's see what we have over here as far as food goes. Yeah, okay, all that stuff came. Should probably get that into a fridge. That was just stupid to just dump all that stuff there, right? I guess we'll see what they do. Kind of hoping they'll get caught up here soon. There you go. Grab the food, eat the food, enjoy. Buen provecho. You guys should not be starving. Oh, they can't get to this. That's why they're not doing it. That would probably do it. That would probably do it. Let's do this then. How can we do this? Ah! Oh, hey, we got a raid. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for the raid. I appreciate that. I don't have anything set up for that, but we're gonna have to get that done. How's it going? Stinger, what up? How's it going? Welcome, Eric. Welcome to the dumpster fire that we have going on right now. We're trying to recover as I was telling chat, we we started over the weekend. I played pretty late into the night, and I made a lot of questionable decisions. So we're trying to recover right now. We're in a full-blown crisis mode. We have power issues galore. We also have food shortages. We're trying to start this ranch stack. It's going to be absolutely monstrous. It's going to be this big. And we have some stone hatches up here. Those are going to get moved. We're trying to stabilize the food. The issue is that these guys are all eating barbecue, but right now we're having just a nightmare of power problems. Matter of fact, you know what I think I'm going to do to solve this? I'm just going to make it a future problem. I'm probably going to come over here somewhere and just build some coal generators and just let them run. Because I'm tired of these guys getting so far behind. It's absolutely insane. There we go. What we'll do is we'll do this right here. I think this is going to be the play. And we'll just make this a big priority right now. And we'll let them do that. Stinger said, I thought you should have plenty of coal. Yeah, I do have plenty of coal. He also said, I love your dropper system. Yeah, this is great. This is great for early game, especially all you need is the airlock doors and it works. Right now I'm feeding these guys igneous. That's the long-term plan for them. They are supplementing the barbecue needs for this ranch. So let me get this power situation taken care of. Hopefully someone's going to put some coal in here. We'll just set this to a 9 so it gets done immediately. I think we'll do the same thing for this grid over here. We just need a quick and dirty solution right now. We need a quick and dirty solution so we can just keep on with what we're doing. Power needs to stop being a problem, at least for now. So I think what we'll do is we'll just get them to finish this up. And then once they're done, we'll, hopefully we'll be able to reallocate some duplicant labor to actually do something meaningful other than run on a hamster wheel. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, these things happen. Let's see where we're at. Why are you not putting coal in here? Where is our batteries? Oh, okay, it's not it. Let's go ahead and do this at like 75%. We'll go ahead and rebalance these a little bit. They're here and here. I think we're getting overrun with chat. But yeah, let's see what we got. Stinger's Playground said, I'm excited to see if it'll be an advantage in this contest. You know what? I hope it is, but if it's not, that's okay too, because this thing is an absolute beast. I can't wait to get it actually spooled up and get this colony somewhat stabilized. Why? Insufficient resources, you gotta be out of your mind. Okay, we do have the solid filter now, so I think what we'll start doing is we'll start shipping some coal down there and we're gonna automate this. As Eric said, every time I dug, I run into a volcano. Yeah, this thing has so many things to do. You got this volcano, you got this volcano here, you got a slush geyser, you have another one over here, there's one here. I mean, I actually was having a hard time because when I originally made this in my testing branch, it's huge. And then I came over here and I said, wait, where can I put this without breaking the neutronium? And then I was like, okay, that's why it ended up here. This is literally the only space where I had enough room to do a run this big. And as you can see, there's a minor volcano right here, it looks like. It's gonna be slightly problematic, but I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of take it out on the back. We'll kind of gerrymander the shape of the back of the farm to make sure that we hit our 96 tiles. But anyway, back to the dumpster fire here. I think, actually, you know what? With these are kind of too far away. You know what? It'll be fine. I guess it'll be fine. I was thinking that we should probably put these a little closer together so they can kind of feed off of each other. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. Well, you know what? Let's address it now. Let's address it now. We might as well. I guess we could put 2 things here. No, it's gonna be fine. I think they're gonna do this. We're not gonna automate this just yet. We'll come back to it. Let's see how they're doing on our SPOM. Looks like it's coming along. It's almost there. What are these guys doing? You cannot be idle. You've got stuff to do. You got plenty of things to do. This is most likely just going to be our food colony for now. These guys are going to kind of supplement the food that we're not able to eat over on the main colony right now. We're actually getting ready to go to space. We got to put... do we have oxygen in here yet? Yeah, we do. We also got some carbon dioxide. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. We got our bathroom hooked up. We got oxygen in reserve. And apparently a little polluted oxygen to go with it. At least Redneck hasn't been in here yet. He hasn't tooted in here yet. He hasn't done his fart and stuff, his natty gas. Let's go ahead and get outside of here. So that's the first spawn right here. And as you can see, you don't need anything special for this. I built this out of whatever I had available. And as you can see, the temperature, it don't get that warm. You don't need gold, you don't need steel, you don't need any of that stuff. What you really have to do is make sure, yeah, I know there's a lot of radiant pipes here. It's a lot of metal was sacrificed to make this. But as long as that water's coming in relatively cool, I've tested it up to about 21 degrees. This thing will stay running at a sub 75 degree temperature. Stinger says, very nice. He also said, I know how powerful that is. I tried to make it, but the automation confused me. I have 6,300 hours. And I said, nah. Which one are you talking about? What you tried to make what? Are you talking about the hatch ranch stack, or are you talking about this SPOM? Like, what? Oh, the hatch ranch? Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit in the weeds with the automation. So you've definitely got me beat hand over fist with time played. I might have a little over 1,000 hours total. But I'm big into electronics. That's actually one of my hobbies. I also work as a diagnostic technician for an independent shop. So I do a lot of electrical diagnostics. I went to school to be an engineer. That's where the tag came from. Engineer Troy was my gamer tag when I was in college back in the day. And it's just one that stuck. Unfortunately, I didn't go into the field because, well, that's a long story. It's a story for another time. But the TLDR there is, and I think Rogax can relate right now, is that my daughter was born. And that just fundamentally changed everything that was going on in my life. And I was actually getting ready to go to a 4-year university, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going back to work. Rogax said, or not Rogax, Stinger said, do you play a lot of sandbox? I do. On Wednesdays, that's a dedicated show. That's what we do. We test new ideas that we're trying to cultivate either through just playing the game, like we're doing with this hatch ranch. This barbecue monstrosity was completely from this playthrough, this contest. But yeah, that's the day we test things on Wind Down Wednesday. We go into creative, we put on some lo-fi music, and we just hang out. A lot of times I'll make supporting documents and post them on the Discord ahead of time. If you want to check that out, that's !workshop, for those of you who have not joined the Discord yet. But yeah, that's where we check all that kind of stuff out. I'll post stuff over there, and we just iterate through until we come up with a decent design. But yeah, we very much play creative. Very much. Stinger said, thanks for the invite, by the way. Of course. Actually, today, after you joined, it got me thinking, and I decided that I wanted to create a little bit of a hangout for us streamers or content creators. So as streamers join the Discord, you'll notice that there is a broadcast control section, and that is for content creators only. It's not an exclusive club, it's just for us that are creating content. I figured it'd be nice, since we're all in the same ecosystem, to kind of help each other and support each other and maybe bounce ideas off each other, collab, all that kind of stuff. Oh no, what was that? Here we go. Thank you, Stinger's Playground, for getting us started. 1 of 1. Oh, did you gift the sub? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Also, I did want to let you know, Stinger, I guess, well, this is a bit out of character, I guess, but I kind of do stuff like that. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I did post it on the Discord, but we're getting ready. We just started Cannonball Run on Friday. It's the new morph of Fast Friday, and essentially we're starting with 25 duplicants, which is something that I've kind of sort of gotten okay at stabilizing without pausing at max speed. But the goal is that we're trying to do the veil, tear the veil. We're trying to speed run that in one stream. And so we have a set seed, and we have 25 duplicants, and 3 of them have been named after one of them is Stinger, but 3 of them have been named after some of the streamers that I've been hanging around here lately. And the rest of them we're gonna give away with subscriptions. So I'm really excited about that. It's not ready yet, but we are kind of putting it out there. We did announce it today on the Discord. I think that's gonna be fun, because these duplicants are gonna be there until we master the run. Stinger says, heck yeah, let me know. Well, you're already in it, brother. You've already been added to the Cannonball crew. We're calling it affectionately the control group, because the group never changes. The asteroid's not going to change either. Not until we get the sequencing down to where we know we can do it, and then we're going to leave our sandbox, our testing ground, where we're using the control group, and that's when we'll break out into doing random seeds. So right now, we're in phase 1, which is the get good phase. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. Let's see how we're doing. We're no longer red, which is good. Now we're just having yellow problems, not red problems. That's a little bit better. At least I'm not looking too terrible now. I mean, Who wants to look bad in front of all the other good streamers, you know? Not me. Let's see if we have anything. Oh yeah, we forgot about the fish. I got the yapping again and I forgot about the fish. Let's go ahead and spawn them over here and kill them. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just go blueprint, we'll do this, we'll do like this, and we'll just have some happy fillet. All right, boys, fillet's back on the menu. Nuggy, I need you to get in the kitchen. She is our cook. I didn't mean that in an offensive way. I think Stinger's gonna help too. I don't know if he's doing any research right now. I think he's hanging out. I don't know if you've seen this. This isn't complete. I actually probably should complete this. This will feed itself. The idea here is that it'll basically shut off. We'll seal this off to where they can't come down here and fertilize these. And basically when this thing is full, it'll shut everything off and it'll enter sleep mode. And it'll let these just kind of unfertilize, for a lack of a better term. I don't have it fully set up. We're kind of half-assing this, if I can say that. But it's not really a priority. We kind of, we need to make sure that we're stabilizing first. All right, we're finally getting there. Let's go. All right, let's put some crude in this bad boy. We're gonna enable auto bottle. Zarek said, I've been using shine bugs for rads. Yeah, we were actually talking about that the other day, especially for the cannonball runs, because the seed that we're using for the cannonball run, yeah, unfortunately there aren't any like wheezeworts around, because wheezeworts is actually pretty dense radiation wise. Like, you can get a decent amount of radiation. Look how quick this thing's going. I mean, that's insane. It's pretty quick. I mean, you can get research done pretty quick with this. And if you have 4 of them, oh my god, it's insane. It's insane. This thing fills up faster than you can, I don't know, say Stinger. Zarek said, Cannonball Run? I'm glad you asked. Cannonball Run is what our Fast Friday stream is becoming. Fast Friday, the premise is that we are on max speed. We cannot pause. We disable all of those controls. And you start with 25 duplicants. And the idea is to try to stabilize the colony and then start... We do it in 3 phases. And what we do is, the phase 1 is stabilization. You know, we need to get bathrooms, we need to get O2, we need to get food. And then the second phase is discovery, and that's where we ramp up our research. We start searching space for the tear, which we're doing the same seed, so we're gonna know where the tear is. So essentially, we're just practicing. This is kind of like a rehearsal for us until we get the sequencing right. And then obviously we're gonna go and we're gonna open the tear and go through the tear. And yeah, it is crazy, and I don't think that we're gonna solve it anytime soon, but that's the whole point, is that we're discovering this as we go, we're figuring it out as we go. But it is a lot of fun. There is a lot of shenanigans. I mean, you can't pause, and it's inevitable. Pee everywhere, you know, dupes doing stupid stuff. It usually is pretty interesting, at least until we opened, because when I first started doing Fast Friday, we were just trying to get as far as we could. Stinger said, I'd die without pause. Well, it's a different play style. Actually, we were talking about this the other day. I was talking about this with 2 Legit, and we were talking about the speed run, and he was like, yeah, that's a different kind of player. And I said, yes, it is. It definitely is. It's engineering under pressure, and you actually get pretty decent at it. Zarek said, I agree. I pretend the game is a TAS. What do you mean by TAS? I'm not picking up on the acronym there. Are we even doing this? Is anybody going to do this? Let's make it... All right, let's do it now. Why not? Go get it. Somebody go get some oil. It's over here. And please fill this thing, Pay. Where are you at, Pay? Oh, you're gonna do it that way. All right, well, that's not what I had in mind, but okay. That's not even gonna be a full bottle. Derek said, tool-assisted speed run. It usually means you can pause in games you can't, and then do controls frame by frame. Oh. That's interesting. I wonder if this will be enough that we can open this up. Probably not. Oh, we need to get enough in there to where this is no longer a thing. We're gonna have to keep doing this. Yeah, Pay, you're gonna have to make a couple more runs. Hopefully this will settle in here. I don't know. Maybe it won't. We might have to break this tile. We'll break the tile. We'll let this kind of sort itself out, because I'm not sure this gas will come over if this tile is here. So I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of that tile. We'll let this fill up, and then we'll rebuild that tile. Because we don't want this carbon dioxide getting into here. This thing's already been primed. We don't want that to happen. We really, really don't want that to happen. We're also going to need to make some Atmos suits before we actually do this. Why is there Oh, that's right. I had oxygen mask here before. Let's go ahead and put us an exosuit forge somewhere. I think we'll do it down here just because we're near power. Actually, we need to go to stations. My bad. Stations. Man, your battle stations. All right, here we go. Let's zoop that in. Nope, not that much. Let's go ahead. Let's just put everything on fire. Are they doing this? I think they are. Yep. We're still doing it. Oh, we're probably waiting on a refill, aren't we? Yeah, we're probably waiting on it. We'll put this at a 9 for now. We'll let them keep cooking over here. We just need to get this carbon dioxide out of this tile. Once we get that out of there, we'll be fine. And we're about to get in here and finish this up. And then we're gonna get all this power crap off of it too, because it's just an absolute nightmare right now. There's just too many things trying to run off of too many circuits, or too few circuits rather. And I think we might be able to add this back in and take it off of that circuit, which is actually what I think we might. What is this peaking at? 140, 480. We might be able to hook these together, right? Yeah, let's hook them together. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? Right? Maybe this thing will catch up now. Oh, nope. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, we're gonna have to let this catch up. Yeah, this water's getting a little too warm. Maybe it'll catch up. We're gonna see. I think it should start catching up at some point. If not, then we got a problem. We might have a problem. All right, so that's going. We have this. Let's go ahead and make some Atmos suits. Let's make like 3 or 4 of them. And we want to repair forever. Forever. What are we doing this? What are we doing with that? Leave it there. Leave it there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know what? You know what I think is in order? I think this is in order. I want to play a meme for you guys. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. This is exactly what's going on right now. This is exactly what's going on right now. I mean...
Engineer Troy just redeemed This Is Fine.
And I think the next one in that sequence is something like this.
Play video games
you're
or you're
fired!
fired! You be nice to your brother or you're fired!
Seriously, streamer, you're fired. You're fired.
You're actually fired.
I don't know if they're ever going to do this. Oh, we can't because we got this. What am I doing?
Troy just redeemed You're fired.
All right, well, let's do this then. How about this? How about we dig underneath of this? Because we do need to get in here. Let's do that. We'll dig up around it, you know. There we go. I think that'll work. We'll let them do that. We'll let them cook for a minute. Actually, you know what we could do? We could just do this and get rid of this. And this. And let them get in there and we'll figure that out. In the meantime, it looks like we're trying to get some of this in here. Oh, we're almost there. It looks like we need 2 more deliveries before we get this tile filled. Let's see how things are going in the SPOM. Right. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. How's the piping? Oh, we're actually pretty close. We're actually getting pretty close. Now, this one right here is gonna be set to, actually, let me look at my pipes. I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. Did I not? Oh, I haven't done all the gas pipes yet. Why didn't you guys tell me I didn't do all the gas pipes? Come on, man. You guys are supposed to help me out here. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put some regulars.
Have you seen the cart anywhere?
Yeah,
It's been missing since this morning.
I love regular show.
No?
Yeah, that was such a great show back in the day. I love the ending. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but it was amazing. I enjoyed it a lot. Honestly, I enjoyed it more than I did the ending of Adventure Time. I thought the ending to Adventure Time was a little but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. All right, we're gonna let them finish that, and then we'll have this. Actually, you know what? Let's put this at a slightly higher priority because we definitely want to get this done sooner than later. And then once it's done, have these guys even charged up the battery? I don't think they have. I don't even know. No, there's not even an errand for it because we have so many other things going on. That's probably why. I'm glad that this is working. We should probably, how many did we do? We haven't done any yet. Okay, well, there's that. Somebody needs to do it. We might want to automate this. I'm not sure though. Maybe. We got plenty of room to capture that carbon dioxide, which is great. We actually, I think the staging that we have here is appropriate. I'm not sure if we want to send any up here yet, because the problem is that stuff does not like being cold. It really does not. So we might do like a controlled release maybe, so we can get to space. Actually, I think that's what we'll do. We'll just do a controlled release. Sounds like the printing pod just popped. We'll get back to that. Let me see if we can get some of this out of here. I'm not sure how many of these I need to take, but we'll let a couple go through. We'll do something like, I think that's enough. We'll let that fill up the rocket. We'll kind of see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to say almost 20. I'm going to say that's probably about a 20 block. All right, this is working still. Oh, we got overload damage. What's going on down here? I mean, this stuff shouldn't be doing anything. I don't know why we have... Oh, we shouldn't do that. We should probably not... Oh, you know what? You know what? No. Nah, we're going to do it. We'll do it like that. I know we were mix matching wires here. It's not the best. Stinger said, do you have VODs for this contest? I'd love to catch up. That's a great question. If you check out my channel, there is a link to both the main channel and the VOD channel. Everything I do, streams, let's plays, there's actually some exclusive stuff. It's all posted on one of those two channels. And the great thing is that after this contest is over, like, I'm all hands on deck for this contest. Once this contest is over, we've got a lot of tutorial material that's probably going to be hitting the main channel within the next couple of weeks. The first couple of weeks of September, that is. So, yeah. I mean, viewer beware. I mean, there is some entertainment value, but I'm not that great of a player. Let's see what we have on the printing pod. You can inspect this? Oh, I didn't... Yeah, okay, we didn't do that already? Well, I mean, we have 44 of these available, but, you know, we could always take more. Like I said, I don't think we're in any position to handle the dupes. I think we'll sweep these. Sweep. And then we have this set up to where it'll receive eggs. And as you see, we have ourselves a little drowning chamber down here. And that was where all of those eggs, when I was originally running this stack, they were all dropping down here, and this was putting them in sending them up here. But no longer. No longer. I actually think that maybe we should start sending all these eggs over to here. I think that actually might be a good idea. That way all the barbecue ends up in this kitchen, because that's where we want the barbecue. We started here, but we're gonna slowly but surely start moving our base of operations over here, because this planet is essentially dedicated to hatch ranching. That's what this colony is for. This is just a hatch ranch. That's all we're doing here. Do we have anything there? Nope, we're still sitting on that. Let's see what those guys are doing over there. These guys are not doing what I asked them to do. Why are you not putting crude in here? Okay, we'll do that. I think the problem is that we need this, but if we send them in here, they're gonna get scalded. We don't have any Atmos suits either, which is unfortunate. So I think what we might... Can we put one of these in here in a cheeky way? We might be able to. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can do this in a cheeky way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if they'll do it first, and hopefully they won't die doing it. There we go. I wonder if this is... Oh, it's overheating. Really? Already? I guess we're gonna have to make this out of something else. Deconstruct. Oh man, what can we make this out of? What do we have? Overheat plus 15. What's the normal temperature? 75 degrees? Okay, so that will do it. If we make it out of granite, it should be okay. Come on, man. I need you to get this done. Come on, finish what you start. Didn't your mama teach you anything? All right, let's do that. Get this done. Then we're gonna enable auto bottle. That way these guys will get this crap done. All right, good. Now we have access to... It's overheating already? It's plus 15. How is that even possible? It should be 75 plus 15. That makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna enable... We need this to be done now. Singer says, I do like your tutorials. Thanks, man. I did put a lot of time into those. A lot of time and effort into some of those. I mean, hours upon hours upon hours. I definitely want to try to keep the same quality of content and polish. You know, the VODs and stuff like that, they're a little bit more rough. And that's why I'm able to churn them out as quickly as I do. One quick pass and I usually just let it go. But yeah, the tutorials, yeah, we're definitely gonna put some polish on those. We have a beacon starter tank we're gonna do. The first tutorial is gonna be the updated hatch ranch. Definitely has to be the updated hatch ranch. Although I am discovering that we're having a little bit of a problem with that. We're having a problem with them getting overstocked, actually. I really don't want you guys to continue repairing this, but I guess we'll do it until we get all the crude that we need. And once we get the crude we need, we'll just tell them to kick rocks. So somebody needs to do that. Let's go ahead and grab this. Yes, we're gonna keep everything on yellow alert. I know. We need what? Two more to get this full. 200 kilograms per full bottle. That should get us up into this area so we can cap this off. Stinger said, can you raise the pump out of the oil so it doesn't overheat? You're actually that's probably a good point. Probably a good point. I was just trying not to keep them in there too long because I know what they're gonna do. I know that they're just gonna get themselves hurt. Like that. Okay, let's do that. We'll do this. Get out of there, buddy. Let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, come on, you got it. I believe in you. There we go. We'll do something like that, right? That's what we want? Though I feel like they're gonna breach this, aren't they? Yeah, they are. We don't want all that nasty heat getting into our base. Matter of fact, this should be an insulated door, but it's not. Maybe we'll put this here as well. Oh yeah, I guess that is right. That did help with the overheating. Good job. Good recommendation there, Stinger. Stinger said, yeah, unicorn sticker Dugs would like. Yeah, look at that unicorn sticker. Sticker bomb. At least these guys are happy. I mean, they got 2 dead bodies laying here, so they must be sociopaths. That's all I can say. Matter of fact, maybe we should go ahead and bury those bodies. We'll give them a proper funeral. I think that's what we can do real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's give these guys a proper funeral. Yeah, I know you guys aren't happy. It'll be okay. Actually, wait, we don't want to do that. Let's do this. Actually, no. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's go ahead and we're just gonna put them right here. That would be under medicine, right? So we're gonna need 2 of those. 1, 2, we'll put 3. Let's go ahead and get this done. So we can have a proper funeral for Catalina and Mima. Singer says, oh no, have you killed Blame Redneck yet? No, I have not. You guys are still alive and well. You guys are my first priority. The rest of them are NPCs. Everyone else is expendable. All right, guys, come on. Oh, you're not gonna finish? Come on, guys. Why do these take so long to build? Jesus, you guys must be terrible builders. That's all I can say. Singer said, I forget who, but one of our entrants killed him cycle 1. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it, but I don't know. I just decided that I'm gonna keep you guys alive. I'm gonna do my best. Come on, guys. Finish what you start. All right, here we go. We're gonna start burying bodies. All right, here we go. We gotta slow this down. All right, everyone. We're here today to celebrate the lives of Mima and Catalina. They died valiantly and stupidly building for the colony. They were the avant-garde for our second planetory, Slikani. They will be missed. I don't know what else to say. Are we not gonna bury Catalina? You guys are just hateful. You're not gonna give her her final, there we go. Okay, you gotta wash your hands too, because you did touch a dead body. Did you just drop her in the water? What are you doing? Where'd she go? You didn't even bury her. Oh, there she is. You dropped her. Come on, guys. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. We cannot be doing that. Let's bring this down. I don't want this on yellow alert anymore. I think we got enough. Now will you bury her? All right, let's just make it a priority. How about that? Come on, somebody. All right. There we go. Catalina, victim number 2. We're sorry. We have not yet fired management, but your complaint has been filed. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. What were we doing? So we're doing this. Why do we not have water? Are we almost out of water? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, we're gonna have to do something with these lines because this isn't gonna work. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. This is a terrible setup. I know you're not supposed to do it like this. I know. We'll do this. Which is infinitely better, right? Isn't this infinitely better? No, we'll do this. We'll do across the bottom. And across the top. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Where are we at? Yellow alert. Let's get back over here. What are we doing? Where are we at? No, don't. I don't want to return. I want to go back here. Let's see what's going on. What do we have going on? Our water's coming up. That's nice. Let's check on our spot. Bro, who's, is it you? Otto? Why are you sick, my guy? Are you eating bad food? Where's our yellow alert at? Okay, okay. Oh, we need to stop that. We're good. We are actually good now. Disable auto bottle. Let's go ahead and get this in here. No, we don't want that on. Let's do deconstruct. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll get this done. Now we're in a spot to where we can actually take care of this. We're still gonna need the Atmos suits though. They haven't delivered the Atmos suits. Have we not even made one yet? How do we not have, we have cobalt, we have reed fiber. It's just not a priority for somebody. We're gonna have to put it on priority. I mean, it's just, this is the way. This is the way. I'm telling you. And of course, power outage. Ah. They won't even start because we don't even have any power. Oh, that's lovely. Is this full? Oh, we got charged back up. You know what we're gonna do? We are gonna intentionally short the circuit because we need power. We need the power. We got the power. All right, somebody get to work on this. Thank you. Oh, it's Nuggy. See, Nuggy is always the first one to help me out. I don't know about you, Stinger. I mean, you do some work, but you and Redneck, you're all right. But Nuggy, she's always looking out for me. And Redneck, he's just interested in eating. And tooting. See? He's leaving little pockets all over the base. That's okay. We're recovering that. This is what I like to call the... No, not this one. This is the redneck... This is the redneck reclamation system right here. This is the recovery system. This is what recovers all that natural gas that he's putting out. Stinger said, hey now, I'm a great researcher. Yes, you are. You actually got us through the early game. And for that, we thank you very much, sir. All right, let me make sure. I think this is gonna be okay. It may be an absolute dumpster fire once we get in here. Actually, no, let's not do this yet. We need to get an Atmos suit over here first. So we're waiting on Nuggy to make one of those. I think we got that. Let's go ahead and make this a priority. We gotta make everything a big priority, otherwise it never gets done. That's just where we're at right now, everyone. Yeah, wash your hands, because that's important. We'll do this on a 7. How about that? There we go. We'll do this on a 7 as well. Let's see what we got for oxygen. Oh, we're not even pumping oxygen in there? Come on, bro. Come on. Let's do a bridge, maybe? Yeah, let's do a bridge across it. Oop, wrong tab. Let's do a bridge across it. I just want to get some of this oxygen into those. That way we have some oxygen for our Atmos suits. So then we can get in here and finish this, and then we can move on with our lives, because I'm definitely ready to move on with my life. Let's see how this is looking. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got one tile left, and it looks like somebody's going to be doing it right now. How do I know? I don't know. I guess I'm psychic. I just know when they're going to come do something. We're going to do hydrogen for this, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be hydrogen. We also need one more tile. No. You guys aren't done. Stinger, get back here. Get to work. Somebody get to work. We don't have anything in here right now, do we? Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. No one has done anything in here. Oh, come on, Stinger. Come on, man. You're supposed to finish what you start. Look, Gosman's gonna show you how it's done. Gosman's gonna show you. We're gonna do above 400 for this, and we're gonna do above 450 down here. I think that's about what I normally run. I'm gonna have to check my overlays real quick. 450, 400. Yep, that's it. That's it. It looks like we're ready. So now all we gotta do is prime this bad boy. We have everything in place. Do we have all the stuffs? Yes, we do. We do. Let's go outside. Now we gotta figure out a way to get some water in here. So I think what we'll do is actually, that's unfortunate. I think we're gonna have to move this. That's very unfortunate. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring this straight down. We're gonna get rid of all this. I love building things twice, don't you? Deconstruct, deconstruct. What's on fire right now? What's on fire? Okay, we don't want that on fire anymore. We're just gonna do like an 8. We'll come back to it. We'll get rid of all that stuff. What we need right now is we need these guys to prioritize this stuff. How about that? And then we're gonna put ourselves another one of these lovely, lovely things. We're gonna put it like right here, I think. And what we'll do is we'll bring this floor across. Like so. There we go. Actually, let's see what... Oops, I didn't want that piece of wire there. That's not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and get this done, and then we'll put our desalinator up here. I think we can flip this, but I don't know if I want to. I think we're gonna do this, and we'll just plumb this up. Nice and easy like. Just like that. Or actually, you know what? We'll just go straight up. Straight up and straight over. And then we're gonna need to tee into our water supply over here. And I think this is gonna get this teed up pretty quick. Come on, everybody. Let's get all hands on deck. We are under yellow alert. We're We're gonna make this like a 7 because we want to make sure that this thing stays operational. There we go. That should... Oh, actually, you know what we need to do? We need to grab some wire, and we need to at least put like 1 or 2 of these over here. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, okay? We'll do this. We'll put a couple of hamster wheels over here, and then we'll let them get to it, and then this should be ready. Yep, 7. We'll put that back down onto a 7. We'll let this get done, and then we should have a spawn. Bro, I hate when they do that. I really do. It's so lame. All right, what's going on? Oh, we're doing good. We're actually doing better on calories. I think that little thing that we were talking about worked out. Let me catch up on chat here. Let's see where we're at. Stinger said, I like to use the farts for food production. I have not explored that resource chain yet, but it does sound interesting. Zarek said, LOL, I've redneck proofed my base. That's kind of what this is down here. This is what collects what he's putting off. See, we have almost maybe about a third a tank of his lovely farts. Let's see here. We got this going now. We need these dupes to run. Run, baby, run. Let's get this started. Oh, yeah. You guys want to see the inside? You want to see it start up? Here we go. Water coming in. It's at a nice cool temperature of 15 degrees. And here in a second, we're going to have some lovely stuff. We're going to watch this thing prime. We're going to watch it prime live. This is going to be amazing. We'll go ahead and hit the highlight button. Yeah, it's important. All right, here we go. We're almost there. And boom. All right, now we have water, or we have water. Yeah, yes, we do have water. We have water, and we have that. This is gonna, oh, we got that backwards. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be oxygen. Whoops, whoopsies. All right, now it should work correctly. We're gonna take a little bit of a damage, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right, it's gonna be okay. We'll take some damage, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine. We got a little hydrogen there, too. That's going to take care of itself here in a minute as this thing starts to equalize. As that hydrogen gets up here on the top, we won't have that coming out anymore. That should be the last bit of hydrogen that you're going to get sucked out. All right. I know. Everyone's starving. Why are we starving, guys? Hassan, I don't care if you're... I don't care if no, you can just do what you need to do, buddy. Nobody cares. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, the battery's full. This thing should be fairly primed now. Almost, yep, there it is. Oh, we got a little bit piece of oxygen. Maybe we might want to turn this up to 450. Maybe that'll be the play. I usually set it at about 400. Maybe we'll, now, you know what? We'll set it at like 600. Let's see what happens if this thing gets above 600. What? Oh, these things aren't putting out any. Oh, okay. I know what's going on now. So what's going on is it's trying to send it to the other colony, and they're not ready. They are not ready for oxygen. Imagine that. Imagine that. So we're gonna have to do this for now. We're gonna have to get rid of this somehow. Let's bring this down from that to like a 9. All right, now this should start doing a little bit better. All right, let's go ahead and get in there. All right, there we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Everybody should have food. I don't know what the problem is. All right, so this should start settling itself out. I think I had it set at 400. If it's above 400, and hopefully we'll get this starting to work. We'll see here in a minute. We got a little oopsie there with all that nonsense that was going on. It's going to take some time for this thing to reprime. We kind of messed up.
Hey, you two. Have you seen the cart anywhere? It's been missing since this morning.
Okay, well, maybe I stand corrected. Maybe we'll let it prime itself below 400. We'll let it sit here for a minute. How about that? Yes, I know we're having food issues, guys. I get it. What overheated? Oh, this overheated. Pfft, I already knew about that. Come on, man. Tell me something I didn't know. Should be, maybe not. I mean, I think what we're gonna need to do is, ooh, who died? Hassan? Yeah, I think we knew that was gonna happen. I literally just said I don't care if he died. All right, well, that's fine. You suck. As long as Nuggy's still cooking our barbecue and we have Redneck and Stinger running around, I think it'll be all right. We can always replace people. Matter of fact, we have a replacement for you already, buddy. I think we're gonna wait though. I don't think we need to push for more duplicants. I think we just need to regroup. Actually, let's grab some food, because these guys are trying to act like they're starving, and that's just complete BS if you ask me. Let's see, I am coming back to the chat here. Let's see where we're at. I lost my place. Oh, we stopped at Stinger's comment about using farts for food production. And Zarek said he redneck proofed his base. Stinger said, don't forget to cool it. Are you talking about the SPOM? Because it is kind of self-cooling. That's the whole point of bringing in the chilled water. This water keeps it cool. The oxygen coming out of this should be fairly cold. Yeah, it's actually really cold right now. Let's see how we're doing over here. I think we might be ready to set this to above 400 again. We'll see. Is it gonna prime now? I think we're gonna have to put more vents because that's the only problem with this particular one is it doesn't go to sleep like some of the SPOMs. If it backs up, you got problems, which is obviously a problem. Let's see if we can pipe this into the base somewhere. How about that? I think we should just do, let's see what we're at with our, okay, we actually have a decent amount of oxygen here. We could definitely use some more down here. I don't want to really just start throwing pipes all wherever, but I think we kind of have to right now. Actually, you know what we could do? We could just do this. We could deconstruct this and put ourselves one of these. Let's do that. I don't care if it overpressures, because the stuff should kind of work its way out into the base at some point. That way, we'll have an unobstructed flow. Hooray! All right, let's look inside. See if we can get this thing operational. With these things running flat out, we should start getting more hydrogen up here. And there we go. Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Actually, you know what? Let's let this thing below 400. We'll let it accumulate for a minute. This is gonna pump out a lot of oxygen. Matter of fact, I forgot to do a couple tiles down here. We should probably do that while we're spooling this up. Metal tiles, I like to do this. I like to make these into tiles. I don't know, just because. Look at this again. We're getting there. I think what we'll do is we'll wait for these guys to finish, and then we'll reset it, and we should be good. Thank you, Pay. I appreciate you very much. All right, let's do above 400. This should get it primed now? Question mark? No. It still don't want to prime, but that's okay. That's why we put this little feedback loop in here. It'll send out the oxygen. The important part is that we're starting to get fairly regular hydrogen. It hopefully will end up over here. I don't know why it's not doing what it should do. It's one of those things, it's like, you know, you got something really cool and then you're like, I want to show my friends. And then you try to show your friends and then it's just lame. It's kind of what's happening here. I think this is going to work itself out. We'll come back later. Let's go look at the other one. This one should be, yeah, see, that's what we're going for. You see how this one's pretty much primed? Once this solid, this top row gets solid, you should be good. And this one is set at 400, and this one's set at 600 as well. And you can see Redneck was in here. There he is. But yeah, let's see how this one's gonna go. I think we should, oh, there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is primed. It is primed. Make sure you got that set correctly. Yeah, I think we do. All right, cool. And now this thing should just run in perpetuity. I mean, it's really that nice. This is more or less just a backup. This one rarely gets used. This one rarely gets used. It's more of a backup just in case the hydrogen backs up, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, let's get back to it. I think we're doing okay now. These guys are farming, and yeah, we're doing all right. Let's go ahead and maybe fix this a little bit. I mean, I know this still isn't super great, but there. That's better, right? Right? I'm doing better, right? Am I doing good? And then we'll just disconnect all of these. Just a little bit of housekeeping here. And I would like to do the same thing down here as well. Also as well, the same. Ah! Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, let's, all right. So tedious, man. Why you gotta be so tedious like that? But yeah, tomorrow, I'm actually gonna get an extra work day, so I am gonna be in the studio again. And I'm excited about that because I'm definitely gonna be making another Let's Play video for this series because we're running out of time and I got so many things to do. Singer said, was it you, Zarek, that killed him on cycle 1? Oh no, Zarek said, oh no, I don't have the heart to. He said, I just put in water locks that regenerate water locks when he breaks them, so it's fine. Zarek also was saying rocket bombs are cool. Yeah, they are pretty cool. I like them. And yes, we are starving, Stinger. We are definitely starving. And cool desalinator? Cool desalinator, bro. Maybe we can get in here and grab some more of these bog buckets so we can continue to support our fellow colonians. All right, let's do this. Let's get in here. Probably do something like that. Just get in there. Come on, guys. Do the thing. Do the work. We still got that sticker bomb down here. That's kind of cute. We also have this water up here, and this is slowly feeding this. So now we have We used that water. We got some water down here, and we also have this. I don't know if we're really using... Well, we're using a little bit. We are. We're using a little bit, but we got plenty of food over here for these guys. Matter of fact, can we denom? No, we can't. We don't have the technology. That is unfortunate. Why is this not hooked up? Oh, that's the input. What am I doing? That's the input, guys. You're supposed to tell me these things. You're supposed to tell me that I don't know how to play. We'll do this, come across, and then do that. Yeah, you guys need some oxygen. You should probably do this now. Everything's on fire. It always is and always will be. Just remember, we didn't start the fire. It was already burning. All right, let's see where we're over here. The data rocket is ready. I think we might have the stuff for it as well. Oh, we got some. That's right, we had that little bit. I wonder if we can send this to space. You know what? We're probably gonna need some more carbon dioxide. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's send some more carbon dioxide up there because it's important. We'll send like a big column of it before we stop it. Maybe something like, come on. Yeah, that's looking more my size. I like them big and long like that. I'm talking about my gas pipes, guys. I know you're not thinking of anything else. All right, let's see where we're at with this. I think we're actually okay with the hydrogen in here. I don't like that we have all this natty in here, but it is what it is. That's what this pump is for. It's meant to kind of get that stuff out, but we don't have enough hydrogen to really properly fill this right now. We do have some hydrogen down here. We actually might be able to get rid of some of that hydrogen maybe in one of these SPOMs or something. I don't know. Maybe we could set one up just temporarily so we could capture it. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We could actually just put one in here and just be cheeky about it. Just put like an electrolyzer in here and just let it run and then just recover the oxygen. We could always do that, but I think we also have some down here. It actually might be good for us to get in here and maybe try to get some of this stuff out. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We could come in here and probably get some of this. There's quite a bit in here. I don't know if it's going to be a good return on investment. I mean, I think we're kind of busy doing other things right now. So there is that. At some point I was thinking about getting to this, but I don't know if we're gonna get there. Oh, we got this ready. Okay, let's go ahead and enable this. Enable building. Go ahead and toggle, and then we're gonna break this tile, and let's hope, like hell, that we don't cause any more problems. Because that would be very unfortunate. There we go. Let's go ahead and break that. Deconstruct. Let's go ahead and get this crap out of here. What else do we need to get out of here? We don't need that. We can leave that here, honestly. I mean, honestly, we could leave it here. Honestly. Let's move all this stuff out. Relocate to here. All right, we got that. We need this done. Priority of 0. This is gonna be our temperature sensor. It's made out of steel. That way, if this thing gets too hot, we can basically pressure relieve it. Even if the battery's full, we want this thing to run if we get up over 200 degrees. That's no bueno. It's no bueno. All right, let's go ahead and set this up. It should be, I'm gonna set it to like 200 degrees. Above 200, and we want this thing to just run. We just want it to run. We just want it to run. See, we're right there, too. I think we actually might be able to go a little bit higher, but we're gonna get peak power at 200 degrees. I think, close to it, right? I think so. All right, so that's working. Very nice, very nice. Oh, we need to dig this out. That would be important, too. Let's get this done as well. And then we'll seal this back up, and we'll just think happy thoughts. Hey, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and bring this back down to a 5. And this stuff should just start taking care of itself, which is very nice. We'll go ahead and cap this off, and we'll get the heck out of here. I mean, we could just leave this open. I don't think this is ever gonna boil, but we really don't need to get in here. This should have everything on it. Everything. We want everything in here. All of it. I'd also like to get this done. That would be nice. I like to change this to a temperature sensor. You can use a timer. You can just you can basically calculate the output, the throughput of the volcano, and then each packet's going to be 20 kilograms, so you can actually time that out. I think it ends up being like 1 in 50 for this particular volcano, but right now I'm just pumping out quicker. That way we can empty this out because it's kind of backed up. The main thing I don't want is I don't want this coal blocking this up again. That's the biggest thing. And it seems that my bot is just wreaking havoc in chat. It just keeps spamming the same message over and over. I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's go ahead and, I want to get over here because I want to get this fixed. That way I can just wash my hands of this entire operation. This day, I want to be able to set it and forget it. And right now we're not quite at set it. This is working. This one should be working. Let's make sure that we're still primed. Are we still primed? Oh, yeah, baby. What's in the other one? We got primed in this one? Yep. Still have some redneck sign. Let's get out here. I think we should go to... Oh, let's go back to this. We get this yet? Not yet. Not yet. We're almost there. We're kind of micromanaging right now, but it'll be all right. There we go. Look at you go, redneck. Thank you. Stinger with the assist. Heck yeah. All right, all right, all right. Oh yeah, we're almost there now. Heck yeah, I'm enjoying this. Let's get over to the shipping. We're gonna need the thermo sensor. So as soon as he gets done with this, we're gonna put the thermo sensor here. We wanna go ahead and prioritize that. What do we make it out of? Cobalt? Okay, that's cool. Very nice. Let's go ahead and move this to here. We're gonna seal this up. We don't want that here either. Yeah. Wow. And then we'll seal her up. Thank you, Nuggy. Appreciate that. All right, guys, let's finish this up and then we'll be good. I call that good. I mean, we don't really have to finish it, but, you know, we will. It's important. Right, here's this stuff. Oh, we need to make sure we set this correct. Low 20, we'll say 25. I think ought to be all right. There we go. Okay, now let's check out our rail. Okay, this stuff's still at 60. Wow, that stuff's hot coming off the rail. Okay, that's gonna be fine. This stuff's gonna come down slowly but surely. You see it? 50s, 40s. We're getting ready to hit 40s. Yep, there's the 40s. So this stuff will cool down. We should be able to get this stuff out of here relatively quick. That's what I'm hoping for. Actually, you know what? Let's set this to 30 degrees. I think 30 is a good enough temperature. That way we can get all this stuff out of here. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. Hopefully we'll get it before this thing erupts again. I'm not sure if we will. Actually, you know what? Let's do it above. I know. We're setting out some hot stuff, but we want to get this thing clear before it starts up again. Maybe. How much do we have here? Oh, God. We have so much stuff here. Let's go ahead and turn everything off. We'll just do coal for now. And then we'll do... Okay, now we'll go back and we'll do everything. All standard items. All right, we'll let that work. Let's go back to below. We don't want to make this too hot. We got to look... Actually, you know what? I think it'll be all right. I think we'll just send all this stuff out here for now. Maybe. We have a lot in here. What is that? Obsidian. We're getting there. What is he working on? Cobalt? I think they're working on cobalt. Okay, well, anyway. We'll let that work. Trying to figure out how much we have there, I think. Okay, it's going down. All right, let's just set it back to the way it was. It should be okay. It should be okay. It'll be fine. Oh, we need to get this Draco farm back online. Oh my God, look at all these Dracos. Jesus. Dracos? Yeah, we're gonna kill some of these guys. That should give us some food. We have food. We're probably gonna want to start sending barbecue down to this kitchen. Why do we have no power over here, guys? Come on. What's going on, man? What's going on? We need power in this farm. What is this set at? Let's set it to a priority of 9. What is this one set at? That's why. This thing isn't getting fed coal. That's why. Let's do it now. And then what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna start sending this coal over to here. I think that actually might be the play. At least for now. We'll do that for now. We'll send... Okay, we're gonna have to figure that out as well. So we have this coming through here. We don't know. No, you shouldn't be going that way. I think what we're gonna do is we're going to deconstruct this tile. And then we're gonna put a couple solid filters in here, and we'll use the solid filters to sort out the coal, and we'll put some coal down here so we'll have something to keep these going without having to sequester duplicant labor. And then we'll make sure that just the barbecue comes up here. So I think the way we'll do that right now, this is doing this thing. What it's gonna do is this is probably where the barbecue is gonna come from. And then we'll have another one there. There'll be something coming off. Maybe that'll be the coal. This will come up, and then this will be whatever is left on the line. Or actually, no, we'll do like this. That'll be whatever's left on the line. And then we'll come over and we'll grab our solid filters. And we'll put 1, 2. This one will be for barbecue. This one will be for coal. And while we're doing that, we'll just drop that lovely, lovely coal right down here. And we'll put it there. We'll get rid of... Actually, we'll leave that there for now. This is going to probably end up being hatch ranches at some point. But right now, we're just going to have it serving our temporary power needs. Barbecue's going to go in here. Barbecue. All right, we're gonna have to get some power to these things, which should be okay. Easy. Let's go ahead and add something to, well, we're probably just gonna dump the coal because we could put a receptacle down here, but then it'll back up on the line, and we don't want it to do that. Let's do this. I really need to get this power done, guys. Come on. Let's do that. Priority 0. Let's put another chute right here, and we'll make that a priority 0 as well. And that should get most of this done, maybe, sorta, kinda, possibly. And we're definitely gonna need a sweeper to make sure that all that stuff gets into the... Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And a matter of fact, we might want to move this over here. How many will this cover? Oh, it'll cover 3. Let's go. We could probably make it cover even more if we moved this. Matter of fact, we probably should move this. Ah! No, that's not what I wanted. All right, well, oops. Copper, I don't want copper. I want that. That. And I think, no. Oh, that's unfortunate. See, it's the middle tile is the access tile, the bottom middle. So this right here will work for that last one, but if I move it here, it would get the next one, but not that one. So I think 3 is kind of the max here. So, oops. I guess that was kind of all for nothing. We're running way too much power off of this thing. I don't know what is going on here. Why are we... Oh my, now I see why we're running so much power. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna separate this out. We're gonna separate it right there. This is gonna run the hatch ranch biz, and this will run what's up here biz. So we'll do that. Think what we can do is probably just wire this up, and we'll get rid of that. And we'll just have it run these two. And this should, oh, there we go. First coal delivery. Yep, that's exactly what we wanted. And what we'll do is we'll lower the priority on this because we don't want them doing this. But we are going to make sure that this is a priority. Let's go ahead and get that done. Once this is done, we can literally just wash our hands of this. Because all this stuff's going to take care of itself. Boom. There we go. This is going to take care of this. Coal's going to take care of itself. The barbecue is going to make its way to the kitchen. And everything else is just going to fall right here. I think that's pretty good. I think that's, yeah, that's going to work. It's going to work. Sometimes I can do things. Sometimes. I think we should probably put a bridge onto this because I think it might get confused. I think we'll find out though when something finally comes down. We'll go ahead and put a bridge on it. Why not? We might as well. I think we can do... Actually, let's do this. Deconstruct, rotate, add, done. Go ahead and, you know, yellow alert that. Let's see what we have on the printing pod. Do we have anything good? Radiation eater, that's cool. It might be good for you for going to space, but you're into doctoring. Be nice if you were into something else. I mean, you know what would be really cool is if you got a radiation eater with starry-eyed. And then they were also a pilot and they also liked science. That would be like the perfect duplicant. What do you guys think? I mean, that would be a really good duplicant to me. I don't know. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to let that ride for now. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the other colony. I think we're kind of starting to get stable. I mean, kind of. I think what we'll do is... I think we'll cancel that one. We don't need it. We have 2 right now running 2 different colonies. Let's see what we're going right here. Why is this on high priority? No thank you. Now these guys should have oxygen. It's coming from the other planetoid. Very nice, very nice. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. We're starting to have oxygen. Yay, we did something right. All right, let's see how we're doing over here. Welcome to the stream, guys. I see that we've had a couple people join. You missed the funeral. We had a funeral a little bit ago. For our 2 fallen dupes here. We actually still have 1 or 2 on the other colony that have fallen, but we haven't buried them yet, I don't think. Let's see where we're at with that. Yep, there's still a dead body here. Okay, well, you know, maybe we should bury that body as well. Where do you think we should bury that? I think maybe we should bury it. Where would be a good place to bury a body? I'm thinking, let's put him over here in the corner. How about that? We'll put him over here in the corner. Maybe we'll do something like this. We'll do a little tasteful memorial, something like this. Go ahead and do this. We'll get them to build that. We'll have a little funeral for Nisbet, and then I think we might be ready to move on. I mean, we we've been struggling for so long now. It's like, oh, we could probably get rid of that as well. We've been struggling for so long that we haven't even had time to bury our dead. And we're finally getting to the point where we have time, so I'm trying to remember how many dead we have. We have 2 dead. Zarek said, who died? So, before, in another episode, Nisbet died. She died when we were setting up this farm, I think, of starvation. And then I think we have Hassan down here. He actually just recently died. He died of starvation as well. I don't know why. We had like 30,000 calories. I think he was just being silly. So, he unalived himself as well. It looks like we have Devin. Oh, we're gonna need another one. Oh man, we have so many dead duplicants right now. Let's go ahead and put another one over here. We'll do that. Maybe do this. Let's see if they're going to deliver a body. All right, well, we'll just say a couple words for Devin. Rip Devin, we don't really remember how you died, but thank you for your service. We really appreciate you being part of the avant-garde. before management really knew what they were doing. Again, we apologize, but rest in peace. Nisbet, you were a good duplicant. You helped a lot. You definitely got us established as far as our hatch ranches. Fortunately, we were suffering from a bit of hubris. We scaled too soon, and because of that, we had food shortages, and unfortunately, you died. Rest in peace. Oh, look at Redneck and Nuggy. You just gonna sleep right there, man? You have a bed. Oh, you're a narcoleptic. That's right, I forgot. Also, we have Hassan here. I'm not really gonna say too many words for Hassan. The last time we spoke before he died, I didn't really have anything nice to say to him. So I kind of feel bad about that. I told him, I said, you know what, I hope you die, and guess what, he died. So I think the lesson in that is be careful what you wish for. Zarek said 07, 02, 07, episode 7? Yeah, we have it 7 episodes, if that's what you're talking about. Are the VODs on YouTube? Yes, they are. That's a great question. You can access those in the channel. There should be a link to both the polished main channel and also the VOD channel. Everything I do that's not polished is on the VOD channel. And that includes all of the Let's Plays that aren't streamed. I think we already looked at this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay. I think we're okay. What time do we have? 8:06? Oh, we're cruising right along. Man, there's so many things to do, so little time. It looks like we have plenty of hatches. I think it's time to scale, fellas. I think it's time to scale. Why do we have 2 in here? I guess we're not... Oh, we don't have any power. Oh, why is this not loading? Oh, well, we're gonna have to prime it. Well, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and reconnect just for a moment so this thing can get operational. Maybe. Maybe. No, don't put it in that one. Or do, I don't know. Yeah, I'm having some really, really bad issues here. Singer says... Oh, actually, no, let me catch up here. Zarek says that's just a salute emote. Stinger said, do you have multiple channels? Maybe I'm not following them. I only have 2 channels. I have the main channel that's been around for many years now, and I have the archive channel. Both of them should be in the About section of my Twitch page. Should be. I'm not sure what we got going on here, fellas. We got coal. Are you not gonna... Oh, you know what's going on? I got that set as a priority 1, that's why. Let's do this one 1 and this one 2. Because this is the one that powers this whole system. It's the most critical that this one stays running. Let's see if we have any coal that we could offer our duplicants. Or not our duplicants, but relocate to here. Let's do priority 0. There we go. Okay, that should get us back on the right track. That should get us on the right track. Okay, let's separate this out again. And then we'll bring this back down. We definitely don't want this running out. We definitely don't want it out. I'll leave it on a 5, actually. I'll leave this one on a 4. That way this one gets filled first, because this one is actually running the sweeper. So it's more important that it gets filled first. There we go. Now it's working. I don't know if we're gonna have as much coal as I'd hoped, but I guess we'll see. Can you not reach that? I guess you can't. It's actually not a... No, it's not that much coal. I think it'll be all right. It'll be all right. In the meantime, we got a bunch of these guys. Oh my god, I think it's time to scale. I definitely think it's time to scale. Let's see what we can do to scale here. Let's go ahead and relocate some of these guys. Relocate to here. I think we'll just do a couple of these guys. Relocate. I know this is kind of messy. I probably should have put a drop-off in here, but that's a little bit difficult considering how much stuff we have in there. Let's go ahead and relocate you as well. And then we'll just make this a big old priority. Back to 2. Now, what we're doing is we're feeding all these guys barbecue. I don't know if I've showed you guys this, but here is the setup. And this will actually go all the way down. I'm gonna make a big stack all the way down. It's gonna be nothing but hatch ranches. They're designed in stacks of 3, so there's the incubation room with the automation for delivery, and then there's the actual 3 hatch ranches. But more importantly, the way this barbecue is getting delivered is that it's being cooked here. One of these fridges has barbecue, one of these fridges has meat, and these sweepers, this sweeper will load both of these grills, but it will not load this loader. This is what controls the loader. Now, this loader is turned on and off with a signal from each of these ranches. They're all multiplexed together, and essentially, this fridge has 1 kilogram, which is 4,000 kilocalories of barbecue, max in it. And what it'll do is when it's full, it will send a red signal, which, well, actually, it'll send a green signal rather, won't it? Why is this boat? Okay, it's overwhelmingly green. So it sends a green signal, which would normally send a red signal. And this one's still low. As you can see, it's empty. But once that one's full, the overwhelming signal will be green, and it'll shut this sweeper off from loading any more barbecue into the system. The idea here is to try to keep barbecue from rotating around and being unrefrigerated. It's not refrigerated here, and it's not refrigerated on the bus. So the way that works is it enters the bus, and it will circulate until it finds a home. And it has 2 chances in each farm to find a home. And both of those are controlled with automation. Now what I'm gonna put here is I was gonna put a little, what is it, the pixel pack? You can do that with a single automation wire. And it was just gonna be red or yellow, just visually indicating whether the farm is full of barbecue. When it's full of barbecue, the pixel pack would be all red. And when it's asking for barbecue, it would be green. That was a little something I did in testing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it here. But that was the original setup. But like I said, this is stack 1. There's gonna be 3 more below it. 1, 2, and 3. And the thing is that the barbecue resource loop on these guys is really close. I don't know if you guys knew this, but these guys will eat barbecue. Let me show you the numbers for those who are unfamiliar. So they'll eat barbecue, but they'll eat meat, but more importantly, they'll eat barbecue. 700 kilocalories per cycle. Now the math works out. They'll lay an egg roughly once every 6 cycles. Once that egg hatches and it evolves, it gives you enough meat for 4,000 kilocalories of barbecue. And if you do the math on that, it works out to be 666.66 repeating calories. And if you're paying attention here, that's only like 33.33 calories away from being a perfect resource loop. So I was like, wow, what are you trying to tell me, Clay? And so what I did was I just started calculating, okay, if these guys can almost live off of themselves, how can I supplement that? Well, I'm glad you asked. 2 stone hatches being fed igneous are enough to keep one of these stacks alive, at least before you start counting rot, which I'm still having power issues. See, look at me. I'm sitting here trying to explain something super smart, yet here I am having power issues, rolling blackouts. That's Ani for you, I guess. But I think what I'm going to need to do is get some more coal down here, because this is just not working. I think that might be what we do here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do here. We're going to start sending all this food somewhere else, and I think the way we'll do that is we'll do this. I'm going to cut this off. That should be there, and then I'm going to go here, and this should feed into this line. In all actuality, I don't even want to do that. I think what we should do is we should do this. We'll X this off. And then what I want to do is I want to get this back over to the other side. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's get rid of the bridge. And what we'll do is we'll bridge over this, and then we'll connect it back to our line here, and then it'll sort all of that coal out. Oh, that's going to be so awesome. It's going to be a nice little quick fix for us. So what I'll do is once he gets done with that, we'll do this. We'll bring it across, and we'll try to tie this back into the main line. I think this will work. This should all feed into there. And then what we'll do is we'll just do everything here. We'll just do all... Oh, nope. We don't want that. Let's pause for a second. We need to make sure... I don't think the eggs are going to be selected by default. They're not. Okay, good. So now everything should go this way. We're just going to load everything up, and we should get ourselves a healthy stock of coal down there now. Get off my screen. Here comes the meat. Here comes the... What is that? Copper? Clay? Coal? Oh, yeah. Look at all that beautiful coal. Look at all that beautiful coal. Why is this not working? Eggshell? Do we not have power on some of these? Oh, we don't have power. Okay, well, that's an unfortunate... Once we get power, this should be fine. We need power to get power. It's a catch-22, guys. Here we go. All right. Now we should be okay. Let's check it out. There we go. We're going to get some coal. It's going to keep feeding it coal. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Why are we getting meat over here? Oh, we need to do one more thing. Oh, we need to make one more. We're gonna have to do 3. We'll do that. We're gonna have to do one more of these because we're gonna need to... That's gonna be the spot. We'll jump across. And then back over. Oh, that's so messy. It's so messy. But it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I promise it's gonna work. We'll do that. We're gonna do this. And then we'll put a solid filter there. We'll go deconstruct. I need it now. Thank you, Cosman. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can catch up on some chat here. go ahead and get this in there. Let me go ahead and wire this up, and then maybe we can chat for a second. All right, there's that. Let me see if I can prioritize this a little bit. Come on, guys. I need it done now. I think this is becoming one of my favorite things to say. I need it now. Bring that back down to a 9. We'll help these guys get this done. I want the meat to come up here, too. That's just one extra step that we don't have to do. The meat should come up in here as well. All right, we're going to do meat here. M-E-A-T. It reminds me of that old Ren and Stimpy cartoon. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, where the convict escapes from prison and he pretends to be a child. And, you know, Ren and Stimpy take him on a picnic, and Ren's like, "What would you like to eat?" And he's like, "Meat!" He gives him some meat to eat. He makes him a sandwich. And then he's like, "What would you like to drink?" "Meat!" That's what we're doing with our hatches here. They're eating meat, whether they like it or not. It also reminds me of Fight Club. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Fight Club, where Tyler Durden and Edward Norton, they're getting the fat out of the dumpster, and they're talking about selling those ladies their own fat back to them. It's kind of what we're doing here with our hatches. We're exploiting them only to feed themselves to themselves. All right, let me come back to chat here. Where were we at? Oh, okay. Sticker just said thanks. And then when everything is a 9, nothing is a 9. Yep, that's right. What's your favorite priority? 9, 9, 9. All right, I think we're starting to smooth out a little bit. Oh yeah, we got so much coal now. We're gonna be A-okay now. All right, well, now we're just gonna have to make sure that we are pumping all this crap out, which I'm not sure that we are. Are we? Question mark? No, right now we're steeped in oxygen, which actually begs the question. Maybe no, it should get it. It should definitely be getting that carbon dioxide. It should be leaking out here somehow. Maybe this stuff right here is keeping it from doing it. Let's go ahead and get this mopped. Yes, I want it now. Thank you. All right, let's see if that's gonna, yeah, it's gonna start making its way out, I guess. We do have a lot of oxygen, so that's okay if this stays that way. We're probably gonna end up putting a trap down here. That's why I put this here. So this will be the bottom floor of the mega, ultra mega giga ranch stack. I think that's what we'll call it. And this right here will be where we're gonna put our carbon trap to just suck all the nasties out of our base as we fill it with oxygen. And at some point we're gonna seal this off and maybe start cooling it. Also, how are we doing up here? Oh, we're running out of water. We're gonna need water. Let's see. Oh, this stuff is cold. That's not good. That's not good at all. We're gonna have to figure out a way to warm this up. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way to warm this up because it's a little too cold to be bringing it into the base right now. It is kind of cooling some stuff down. I mean, we could loop it through the base, but God, we don't want it to be that cold. We really don't. But the good news is that our food problem appears to be solved. So that is good. That is very, very good. Very good, very good, very good. So I think what we're gonna do next is we're gonna start working on, okay, so this is gonna be the next stack in the ranch. So actually what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, come on man, give me the thing. Actually, no, there is gonna be a door there, that's right. This is where the hatches are gonna fall through. So there's gonna be that. We're gonna go ahead and we already got this. We don't wanna put that tile there. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this done. And then we should be able to start building another one of these. And we'll essentially just copy it. I mean, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna copy it like this. There'll be a door there. There'll be a door here, here. We'll turn it sideways. We're gonna put 2 here. Grab more tiles. Do we have any granite? Oh yeah, we got the granite. We got the granite, boys. We're gonna put that there, this here. And essentially all I'm doing is just painting by number right now. I'm gonna copy most of the stuff down here. From up there down here. Actually, we don't want to do that yet because we're gonna have to fill this with water. So what I like to do is I like to put a bottle emptier over here, not a pitcher pumper. A pitcher pumper! We'll let them start building that out. We're gonna need some more of these. We're gonna make them out of that. We have access to the floor above, so we don't need to build a ladder for that. Do that. Okay, very nice. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna need a chute over here. We're gonna need this. We're also gonna need to start doing that in some of the farms. 1, 2, 3 farms. Ranches, rather. And it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. So it'll be 1 down in each of these farms. So like I said, I'm just laying this off the same way I did these ones up here. Just repeating the pattern. That's essentially what we're doing. We're just repeating the pattern. And I like to put these right before these, that way they don't get confused. That's why you'll see me using these, is because if you don't, the bus will get confused on which direction you're trying to go. And that's good for that. Actually, you know what? I don't think we even need this one. Do we? No, we don't. Let's get rid of that one. Come on now. There we go. Better, 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 better. And then this is just gonna keep coming down. Like I said, it's gonna come down and we'll just loop it around for now. But actually, wait, we're gonna have to do it this way and then put another one of these on there so it knows which direction it's trying to go. Because it likes to do weird things when it gets between two outputs. It's like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? And so if this one's closed, it'll probably sit here and wig out. So we want this to kind of keep it looping. Keep it moving, right? That's gonna do that. Now we're gonna need to get in here and start making some ranches. And I'll probably go ahead and just finish all of the tiles in here as well. I don't know how we're gonna get to those, but I think we could start by... Oh, why am I using sandstone? We should be using granite. Why are we using sandstone? I don't know. I mean, I guess we can use sandstone. It's not the end of the world. We'll do something like that. We gotta keep finishing these as well. Something like that. And again, this isn't any sexy work. It's just me finishing the farms. We'll probably put a door over here for this one. Probably do something like that, and then we'll just put a door here to cap off the end of it. Unfortunately, actually, you know what? I think we can put that over top of that. Can we? No, we can't. Oh. Ooh. That means we're gonna have to delete these. Okay, well, it is what it is. We still got the printing pod items. I don't know if we're really wanting anything right now. I mean, we'll just take that. Sure. Let's go check on these guys. They look idle. They need something to do. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, they're making food. I think we're happy with the amount of food we're making right now. I think what we could do over here... What can we do over here? How could we use this planetoid to help us with our hatches on the other planet? That we have igneous. We have a lot of igneous here. Oh, good God, do we have a lot of igneous. So I think what we could do is we could set up a staging area to where we could dig down into here and maybe start capping these so we can get some of this oil. I don't want to mess with this one right now because there's a spore child seed up here and I am deathly scared of those. I don't know how to deal with them. I've never really dealt with the spore child stuff, so I have no clue what I'm doing there. Oh, they can't get in here because they can't dig that. Durr. What else? We have ice. We have plenty of ice. Fertilizer. Looks like there might be some geysers or volcanoes. I think the other thing we could do... I'm trying to think. Oh, there's an entropy nullifier. Not that we really need that. What else could we do? I mean, I think this igneous would be a good play, but it's going to take some setup to get to. I think what we might do is we might just keep coring this planet out for the resources. I mean, why not? There's a lot of stuff over here. We don't need the cobalt because we have 2 cobalt tamers now. Matter of fact, we could probably send some of these guys back. We could probably send at least one of them back. I think that's probably what we'll do. Who do we not need is the question. I guess we'll take a look at our duplicants and see who we do and who we don't need. So we have 3. We have an operator, which is absolutely important. We have Ari, which is our researcher, which is not so important on this particular planetoid. So what we could do, let's see here. You're cooking. So Ari, I think you're gonna go home. Ari, you need to phone home, buddy. So go ahead and phone home. You're going home. See you later, buddy. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Where's the oh man, where's the I don't know where the button went. Where's the button at? Oh, there it is. Wouldn't be the first time I've let one suffocate in there. Oh man, so many hatches. So many hatches. Have we delivered any? Okay, we did. Let's deliver a couple of more. Ooh, oh, they're already tamed to relocate. That's gonna be 6. Let's see here. We want 7 and we want 8. Where do we have one more? We have one more? Yep, we do. Relocate. We have 8. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but you know, we're kind of trying to get this farm full right now. Let's see here. That's a priority of 5, so let's go ahead and bring that back down. And we'll let them deliver them, and then we're definitely ready to start staging this one. I think the next thing I'll do is just keep on doing the automation. This is gonna probably make some people's brains hurt, but once you've done it a couple of times, it's actually not that bad. 1, 2, 3. What is that? Nah, fam, we don't want that. No. No. We want this. And then we'll skip 2, skip 2, and then 1. Let's see here. Here, and here. Also, here. Come on, don't fail me now, brother. There, here. Oh no, that's gonna be a problem. Oh no. Oh man, I didn't even think of that. Okay, that's fine. Actually, there's a different configuration I think I have for this one. We'll fix it. Actually, wait. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix it. Because this one comes here, there's one here, and then there's one there. So this is gonna have to get moved, unfortunately. But it's not that bad. I think. No, I don't want that. Give me the not gate.
Fine.
I want the not gate. That's not what I'm asking for, buddy. I think this one's gonna have to be this way, and we'll just hook it up.
Stingers play.
Yes, it's all fine. This is all fine right now. We'll do another big old priority hike. Let's set this back to 5. As you can see, the barbecue is flowing. The barbecue is beginning to flow. That's exactly what I wanted to see. The barbecue must flow. I don't know if any of you guys like Dune, but I absolutely love Dune. I read the books, at least the ones that Frank Herbert wrote, and I've watched all the movies from the original back in the early 80s with Sir Patrick Stewart as Gurney Halleck. But my favorite, and actually that's one I've really been enjoying lately. I've been enjoying it a lot. I recently watched it and I was like, wow, that's so good. But my favorite for a long time was the Alec Newman, the 2002 miniseries Dune. And they also followed that with Children of Dune, which is kind of nice because that's the second book, I believe. But I would say probably my favorite book of that series was God Emperor. And then after that, it just got into a lot of political intrigue. And by the time it got to, what was it, Chapter House with the Bene Gesserit, it was just plots within plots. I don't know. I'm just not really interested in watching that. It's kind of like, what is it, Slime Diaries? Slime Diaries got like that too. Reincarnated as a slime. At first it was great. It was like, oh, it's an isekai. Oh, he's world building. He's building a nation, blah, blah, blah. But then it would get into where they have like 2 or 3 episodes where they're talking about what they're going to do at something. And it's like, man, come on. Those are fillers to me. I could be wrong. Let me get back to chat here. Stinger said, yeah, I found the channel. I can't wait to catch up. Yeah, man, I can't wait for you to catch up either. Stinger also said, Ren's like, don't you dare. One-timer sensor is all you need on those incubators. If you put them through filter and buffer gates, all set to 75 on and 600 off. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you've seen I had an old tutorial. I did an incubator array, and I did it that way, to where I did one timer, and then the buffers and everything did it. Sometimes there would be a weird ripple glitch through it, but for the most part, it was actually pretty stable. So yeah, that actually is definitely a viable build. It's just not something that I've used this particular time. We're gonna need to get rid of this, and then we're gonna need to put that last one there, and then we can actually start building some automation. Matter of fact, we can just do that now. We don't need to wait. Waiting's for people who have time to wait. Okay, I think that's where, okay, we gotta put these on here. Man, I did this wrong, didn't I? Did I do it wrong? Did I? Yeah, I did. I did do it wrong. Ah. Okay, well, that's fine. Cancel build. B, cancel. B again. And there we go. Let's unpause. We don't need to stay paused. Okay, so let's now start filling this in. And I know this looks complicated, but I'm just following the pattern. It's really not that bad. I've walked through it in the video. I think it's been a while since we walked through this, but the logic is essentially the same as the original Hatch Ranch. The only thing that changed was that this door has some issues to it, like this door right here. So we swapped that out. I think this was originally a pneumatic door, and they will no longer walk into them when they're open, but they will walk into this door with one of these under it. But the problem is I think this door has to be closed for them to walk into it. So it's a weird sequencing where this door has to be closed, but then once this door closes, these NOT gates kind of give it enough of a delay. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know exactly how this little bit operates. I know what these bits are doing, but the sequencing, I got lucky. But what happens is this door will close, and then as soon as it does, this door will open, and then the hatch will fall through, because they're already stuck in this pneumatic door. And once they're stuck in the pneumatic door, they'll fall if they're given the opportunity through the bottom. So all you have to do is let them come in, close the door, then open the door beneath them. And we might get lucky enough to see that at some point. I don't think we're gonna see it here, but we'll see it in the next farm as we start to scale up. Stinger said, I love the self-delivering if you can get it to work. It does work. It does work. The only problem is every once in a while, you'll get a double drop. and I am just not able to sort that out, that's what these are for. Essentially, if it gets over 8, what I like to do is I don't have it here, but in my testing branch, I have a little place where they can drop it off, and then it'll figure itself out into its own evolution chamber. It's actually fairly simple. I might set one up here, but I'm not ready for that just yet. Matter of fact, I might put it over here. It's actually very simple. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and make a drowning chamber for these guys over here. So essentially, they're gonna walk in this door. They're gonna walk in. They're gonna place it down. There's gonna be another door here, and there's gonna be a drowning chamber here. And so what'll happen is it'll be like this, and then we'll put the door that they will fall through here. Put this one here. Actually, I think this works. Yeah, I think this still works. Actually, you know what? We might be able to just change that door to that. I don't know. Because now I realize how stupid that is, and this should work. So essentially, they'll do that, and I'll just leave this closed, and then we'll put a drop-off in here. But first, well, actually, yeah, we'll dig this out. We'll put a drop-off in here, but first we'll put the bottle emptier so we can get some water in here, and we can turn it into that. And essentially, we'll just put a drop-off here, and it'll be the only drop-off. So whenever these get overpopulated, I think it should pick up one from here and bring it to here. But we'll have to get this built first. Matter of fact, we should probably dig that tile too, huh? Yeah, it's important. I love how our water's starting to fill up. I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy. It's very cold, but I'm very happy. Oh God, that's so cold. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that cold water. I think that cold water is gonna become a problem very soon. Okay, this water is actually not bad. Let's do this. Well, actually, no, wait. All this water warm? Yes. Yes, it's all warm. We could actually do something with that water too, couldn't we? Let's go and do this. I think what we'll do is we'll shut this off for now. Actually, let's do this. We'll shut it off from here. We'll let that run through, and I think what we'll do is we'll bring this down. Why are we using obsidian? I don't want to use obsidian. Come on, guy. I mean, I guess we do have a lot of obsidian. I mean, there is that. Okay, well, no, we don't want to insulate a pipe. I think we're going to do a regular pipe here. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. And we'll do something. Actually, no, we don't even need to go that far. We can go to here. That'll be it. That'll be it. If they build this, they will come. Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams. This is going. Okay, wait, this is good. Now our power is finally stable. Hallelujah. Oh, we didn't get that hooked up, did we? We still need to finish this at some point. This is not super important right now. I mean, I guess we could. I'm sure I have the overlays somewhere for it. But let's just kind of poke around a little bit. I think we've almost satisfied tonight's arc. Because tonight's arc, oh yeah, actually, and we're actually getting pretty close to time. We got about 20 minutes left. I'm glad. We actually did recover. I would call this a successful recovery. This is now working. These are staying full. Duplicate labor is starting to be diminished, or at least the need for it anyway, because of these. The only problem is that we're going to start having heat issues, I'm sure. And we have a lot of carbon dioxide settling into this hole over here, so that's going to be a problem as well. This is going to need to get relocated down here once we can get in here and start getting some of this material. This is what I'm excited about too, because this is going to give us a lot of materials for feeding probably these guys. Yeah, because they're already hungry. Look at them. They're hungry. Looks like they're dying too. Why? What the heck? All right, let's go ahead and remove this. We want you to get delivered. Can we get you delivered here? Is there no one? What's the errands like? Let's do this. Everything's a 9, so nothing's a 9. I'm with you, Redneck. I'm 100% with you. This is at some point going to turn into an automated farm as well. I think I'm going to move it down here though. Maybe. We'll see. Possibly. Let's check out this SPOM again. Actually, we'll check out both our SPOMs. Make sure everything's still running up well. We're still primed. And we're still cool. What do you know? It works. Let's look at the other one. We're still primed. Other than what Redneck left us. And we should still be pretty cool. Yep. We're actually pretty ice cold in here. Yep. Okay, there you go. Let's get outside of here. I think we actually need to be looking... Where are we at? Okay, it is trying to push oxygen out here. And that's actually a good point, so we might... Let's see how dense our oxygen is. Okay, we're actually pretty breathable. That's... Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow, it's starting to look like I might know how to play. Oh my God, look at that. We got lots of oxygen. All the oxygens. And look, we're empty. We're empty, everybody. We could actually probably turn this down a little bit. Put it to 25. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm glad we got this sorted out. That's water. Oh, it must have been the steam that was left in there. That makes sense. But we don't need to mess with this. This is fine as is. We are not going to mess with this anymore. I think maybe we could get rid of those 2 tiles. Says the guy that said he's not going to mess with it anymore. But that's capped. I think we want to cap this one next, and I think that might be the next episode. That'll probably be what I do tomorrow, and this will be an exclusive for the archive. So if you guys want to see that, it'll be over on the archive probably tomorrow night. Well, what we'll do is we'll probably tame this, and we'll feed it into this to cool it down, and then send it to the base. And I think that'll be a permanent solution. And I will say that I did steal this from Stinger. I did watch his stream earlier. I was gathering intel. I am going to steal. Like we said earlier, good artist copy, great artist steal. And I am definitely going to steal this from you, so I hope that's okay. We also probably need to go ahead and get some suits in here so these guys aren't going in here being nasty. Ooh, looks like we got a little bit more in here. We could definitely get some of this natty out of here. That would be nice. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's do that. Maybe we could just see if we could finish this real quick in some meaningful way. Let's see. How can we do this? We have power here. What's the current load? Almost nothing. Yeah, I think maybe we should hook it to this circuit. And we'll do it with whatever wire we have, because, you know, I mean, this is very ad hoc, if you will. This should get us there, I think. We'll see this, and we'll make this a big priority. That way we can finish this before the end of stream. We are getting close. I'm actually wondering who's still playing. I'm wondering if Too Legit's playing. I really do like raiding him. Yesterday we tried to raid somebody, and it didn't go so well. They had it to where it was subscriber-only chat or something like that. Or no, follower only, and even after you follow them, you had to wait 10 minutes. It seems like they had their settings like all the way up for their chat protection, which kind of sucked, if I'm being honest, but you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn. All right, so we have this going. I think all we need to do is hook this back up, and it should continue to prime itself. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna put that back in there. This is gonna be carbon dioxide. I actually think that maybe we could do that as well. Actually, let's do this. I wanna get some of this carbon dioxide out of here. Let's see what we can do to get some of this stuff out of here. Yeah, get it all. Oh, no, we're gonna start sucking hydrogen, aren't we? Oh, that's not gonna be good. All right, I think that might be enough for us to put it back into the system correctly and let it do its thing. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the play. Singer said, glad you liked it enough to copy them. To be honest. I read them, not to be honest. Yeah, man, of course. I mean, you know, I always like seeing people use my stuff. That it means that it must have been good enough to use. Plus, you know, we're much smarter and much stronger together. It's like the absolutely, Stinger says, absolutely. It's kind of like what is it? What were those movies called? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Planet of the Apes. You know what I mean? The newer ones. Caesar talks about together, apes strong. Together, streamers strong. But yeah, what are we doing here, man? Are we backed up now? Are we out of... Oh, okay, I see what's going on. We just had a momentary pause there. We're just trying to get this natty out of here, at least a little bit. I mean, Redneck keeps coming in here and leaving his scent, for a lack of a better term. So we're just trying to get his scent out of the farm. But yeah, so that was actually pretty good. Like I said, if you want to catch up on what's going on here, the episodes are over on the archive channel, and you can find the archive. What are you doing in here? You should not be in here. You should not have gotten delivered. Why are you getting delivered? Did we put something in here we shouldn't have? Or did the egg just not get picked up? I think that's probably what happened. I think the egg just didn't get picked up. Stinger said, I will for sure be checking those out. Thanks for uploading them. Of course. Oh, Stinger said door permissions. Let's, are you talking about door permissions down here? Matter of fact, I mean, we could just tell Redneck he's not allowed in here. No, he can't go in. We'll let him out, but we won't let him in. We'll lock this door, we'll lock this door, and then we'll copy this door's settings to this door. I'm hoping. Yep, there we go. He can get out, but he can't get in. That way Redneck should really not ever come in here. Matter of fact, we don't even gotta do that. We could actually put a door here and just tell him access denied. You know what I mean? I think that would actually be a better idea. Yeah, you know what? Just reset it. That's fine, I don't care. Actually, no, we don't want it open. I'm stupid. We'll just put a door here and we won't let Redneck come through it. I think that's what we'll do. And I think that's pretty much gonna get this done. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this off. What we'll do is we'll go take a look at everything. We'll try to kind of see where we're at, get the lay of the land real quick. We're heading towards the end of stream. We got about 10 more minutes. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of take a survey of what we have going on. So we were able to get this SPOM up and running. It's looking absolutely wonderful. We've got it primed and it's putting out, it's putting out oxygen, and that oxygen is actually fairly cool. And this thing is staying fairly cool. This is a little something I designed. I think I've kind of already explained it a couple of times, but this is definitely something I'm probably gonna make a tutorial on soon as well. And let's see what else we have going on. There's the other SPOM. Here's my data research rocket. We haven't taken off yet because we were waiting on some carbon dioxide, which we did send up here. We just never came back to it. Our rocket's pretty much full. We're gonna send this up into space and start getting some data research done. Let's see here. We got this water here. It's starting to get warm. We might want to make some more steel. I think that might keep us in a good spot with the temperature of the water. The more we use this, the more we should... Actually, wait. Why do we not have any water up here? Oh, we do. We do. Oh, we're just waiting on materials. Maybe we could do some refined carbon as well. We can do like 20 of these bad boys. But anyway, so that's something that we're going to be spooling up. This is working again. Unfortunately, we don't have some power to some things. I don't know why. Oh. Well, that's why. We set this up, but we never gave it power. That's just lovely. Look at me go, guys. Look at me. No, I'm wanting the wire. I'm not clicking on that. Come on, man. What the heck? All right, that's working now. Let's see what else we have going on. We're starting to have more water, which is exactly what we wanted. There's our second SPOM. Our research is here. We're not really done with this. I want to finish the automation on this, but we're almost done with research, so it's almost a moot point at this point. We're here. We got this one full, which is exactly what we wanted. They're getting ready to build this. And then in the next episode, we'll probably expand into our second ranch stack. And then let's just check these guys over here real quick. We should only have 2 people over here. We do. And they're just kind of chilling. They're doing their thing. All they're really here for is to supply food. What we've done is we've set the food up to where when they harvest this... Wow, why is that up such a high? Wow. They'll put it here first, but once they fill up this fridge, we have it set on a reduced amount, so it only has 5 kilograms in it. Everything else is going to the main colony here. So we're sending all that back to the main colony. We could probably automate that, especially with it being clear over here. I'm sure this food is probably spoiling. I haven't seen the spoil message yet, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's all we have right now. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. This has been an amazing stream. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to try to see if we can go raid. Let's see here. 2 legit. He might be playing. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start transitioning out. I'm just going to save to desktop, save and quit. And I'm going to do our normal outro here. So thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate you a lot. We're going to raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. And I did want to give you our normal thing, our normal closing. Just wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Just please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And try to leave something a little bit better than you found it. And until Wednesday, which will be our next stream, which is Wind Down Wednesday. Let me go ahead and get the raid tab open here. Let's see who. 2 Legit's playing. Let's go. He's playing. I'm going to go ahead and start the raid. But yeah, so we'll be here back on Wednesday for Wind Down Wednesday. That's usually when we build in creative and we just hang out and we vibe and we just try to optimize things. So that's what Wind Down Wednesday is. It's definitely in creative. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing on Wednesday. And so we're just going to go ahead and raid over. So you guys just go over and show 2 Legit some love. He's pretty cool. So yeah, here we go. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks.